Do you think anyone has ever called Balan from Balan's Wonderworld a twink before online? Do you think there's like a discourse around that?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's probably the first bit of discourse around it.
He's very Once-a-leer coded. Remember the Once-a-leer or Once-a-leer or...
Once-a-leer, yeah. He's very Tumblr sexy man.
This is a present from me to you.
Why subscribe during that? Why subscribe during what we just said? Thank you, Slime Generator. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the
sexy man. Hell yeah. Subscribing to this.
Incredible start. Welcome everybody. Hello, Charkie.
Hey, Cass.
Hello, audience at home. Welcome to part 2 of the Balan Wonderworld stream playthrough, cooperative playthrough. Slime Generator saying they heard Tumblr Twink and got excited. Well, you know, understandable when you put it that way. This is the playthrough where we play Balan Wonderworld on stream. In the first episode, we went through a bit of history of Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima and their pre-Balan Wonderworld history leading up to development of the game, and we will tell the details of the development and the post-release in the final episode of this playthrough. But this is just a straight gameplay episode, so govern yourselves accordingly. Now, I've meditated on this. I've sat on this. I've thought about this. I've given this the old think over, and I don't know if I hate this game. I think this game's probably fine.
I was thinking about it too, and this is going to be stuff that I'm definitely going to talk about once we're at the end of our playthrough, but so far, I don't hate this, but I can see every step of the way, like little design decisions where I was like, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
there's tweaking.
If you had tweaked like this and that and that and that and that and that and that, it wouldn't have gotten the reception that it did. This is one of those death by 1,000 cuts situations, I think. But so far, I'm not hating this.
Yeah, like there are dials, there are recommendations. Like first and foremost, and we're just gonna say this before we even get into the game. This should have been a 2-fucking-button game. At minimum, every character should have had a jump and an attack. At minimum.
That was my first thought exactly, which was like, jump should have been a button. Like, jumping should not have been a privilege based on what outfit you're wearing.
The fact that it reflects on the menus, too, that there's not a back button that you could just press the back out of whatever menu when you're in. That you have to find the back menu option in every menu is just like, what year is it? What decade is it? But, again, we'll get into that when we get into the actual game. I'm just buying you a little bit of time. I'm buying your food a little bit of time so that you can prepare yourself adequately for Charkie Stream Snack. Take it away, my friend.
All right. Well, tonight's stream snack, the snack portion is just the pizza crunchers again. Those are those like mozzarella sticks that have the marinara sauce already in it. And those are very hot right now, so I'm going to wait until we're playing a little bit to kind of snack on them.
That's fair.
But my drink tonight is Sparkling Ice Energy Power Punch. It says 0 sugar with vitamins and electrolytes, plus natural caffeine.
Doesn't ice sparkle naturally? Doesn't like the light bounce off of ice in such a way as to...
I don't think it's caffeinated naturally. Let's see. Or carbonated is the word I'm looking for. Let's give it a taste, though. Not bad. Very mellow. It's very inoffensive.
Good word for it.
I guess that kind
of... That's, you know, again, I mentioned, like, you know, your parallelisms to food critics, and, you know, inoffensive is a word that they should use more frequently in their reviews, I would think.
It's, you know what, it's not bad if you just kind of... I think Sparkling Ice is like one of those sparkling water brands. So I can kind of see that in that it's not as lightly flavored as like a LaCroix is. With that, like, just hint of a memory of a fruit passing by this can. It's not that light. But it is definitely not in your face as in your face as like a lot of energy drinks I've had. So that's nice actually. Like I said, inoffensive, but not in a way or I'm trying to put it down. It's nice.
I actually have a stream drink myself today. I've been high on these Arizona blueberry white teas. It's a white tea with blueberry flavor in, and you know what it tastes like? It tastes like blueberry scones I used to get from Fred Meyer's when I was living on the West Coast. These little desserts we would pick up, and it's just that in liquid form, which is, you know, it's the blueberry is what it is, but the white tea is just so mellow. It's so good.
I really like an Arizona tea.
No, I love an Arizona.
You know what's like the most infuriating thing in the world to see is though?
What?
If you're at some like I don't know, like college canteen or gas station or whatever, and you see the bottle of Arizona and the $1 on it has a sticker over top of it that says $2. Like, that is an invitation to arson.
Yeah, that should just be like, you should just have carte
That's
blanche
illegal.
to knock out the poor service worker who had to put the sticker over. You should just march yourself into the warehouse and commit violence, is my opinion.
Not on them. I'm sure they would join you.
That's the way you
see
it,
what
though.
I said all I said was an invitation to arson. I didn't say on whom. But yes, like you would get the worker and you say like, you see what they're making you do, right? And they'd be like, I know, it's a sin. I'm like, yeah, it's a sin. Like, here's the matches. Join me, brother.
And I'm sure they just take you right up on that offer. You ready to play Balan
Look,
Wonderworld?
I'm not the villain here. I'm not the monster here. Balan is the monster. We're gonna go into this and find out why.
Have you oh, I didn't send you the book, did I? The ebook. I got hands on the ebook. I was about to ask you if you started reading the ebook, but then I'm like, oh wait, I didn't even think to send that to you. I have not started reading the ebook either, but there may be something to your theory.
You send it to me, I'll start reading it.
We're launching the game. Give us a second here. There we are.
Okay, and I do have
control of the menu has been given to Charkie.
Delivery or fix it so that I will be player 1 now?
Yes. The fix is in!
If I remember correctly, we left off on 3-2.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Now, I have to ask, did you go between streams and grind for hats?
Fuck no.
Okay.
What do you think this is? Some kind of professional streaming operation where I actually like think about the stream outside of the show? Because I do, but I don't think about playing this fucking game.
Oh, I have the sound down so low, I didn't realize. Hopefully this doesn't break anything, but I need to turn the sound up.
The girl who is Gaga for bugs. And this is the Lady Gaga origin story, as we well know.
Alright, go ahead. Yep. Okay, I'm good. Yes.
Yeah, so what is that?
I understand.
Is that anything?
I think that activated all of the platforms. I don't have any. I don't have anything.
Yeah, neither do I. I think we need a key. I think we need to get up here and start getting ourselves some power, because I don't know if our...
Yeah, I don't think our human forms are... Well, nope. Okay. Well, why don't we start off with a little something, right? If I just wait here...
No, I have to get on and off the platform.
Oh, okay. Wait for it. There we are. And now we go in?
Infuriating. GBRX says, I wasn't here for the rest of the last part, but were you aware that certain drops, minus the yellow ones, are exclusive to certain worlds, and you need to beat the boss to get them to respawn? Yes, we are aware that there are certain costumes that are world-specific, as we can see in this chapter select sort of thing. As far as the items are concerned, like, I think, is it like the gems, like the rainbow gems and whatnot, or... No, there's also like that almost like shiny type mode. Like where you can get like, there are some rare... I remember bits and pieces of this. I do not remember the whole of the thing. Oh, right.
It is your turn to pick, if you want to pick anything.
No, I feel like we should probably save.
Okay, I want at least one thing so I can take out these enemies to start with.
Yes. I'll just pick up whatever's in the world. I
And
want
this
to pick.
jellyfish is so useless. Like, I can do an attack of this jellyfish. That's the best thing I got going for me.
I'm running into this one guy over here who I think is supposed to be like the thing we
There you
get. Yeah, so I can.
Well-
Okay, hold on. Get close to me.
Yeah, he's gonna disappear when I get close to
I
you.
know. But I can get close to all these dancing
Yeah.
creatures and I can just jam out with them.
Because you're not real.
Yeah, because I'm fake. Wait, that means I can go up to that girl too. That's.
Hey, go say hi.
Hello, lady.
introduce
Oh wait,
yourself.
nope.
No, okay. Alright, I don't think I know the rules of this world.
Yeah, I thought we had like figured something out there. I thought we had cracked the code, but. Sickle Slinger!
Press A to hurl a sickle, throw 3 in a row, and the third will fly even further than the first 2. The sickle can be used to... Well, it can be used for something.
We'll never know
Hey,
what.
chat, did you...
We'll never be able to
anyone
intuit
catch
it
that in
either.
chat?
Can your character jump at all?
No.
Cool!
So you want this thing? And never be able to jump?
Yeah, that's alright. That's cool. That's alright. Oh, I see a key there, though. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed it. Again, I do like the use of color and lighting and so forth in this game. This game is pretty enough to look at. Even though it
This
is
game
kind of
feels like
empty
an-
inside.
Just another one of these.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I think you need to hit that.
This level's presentation feels like an aquarium. Even though it's bug-themed.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, yay!
Is that it? Was that the
We
whole
did
level?
it.
Those things seem to pop up with like no real rhyme or reason as far as this like. Yeah, we're here to celebrate.
wait, what?
Celebrate what? Who's to say?
Wait, did you jump?
I jumped because I wanted to sever.
Okay. Alright, it's a new thing, I think.
Yep.
So. Dusk Butterfly. Dusk Butterfly! Go get him, X.
Mash A to soar far through the skies at nighttime. Not daytime though. If you try to do this in a daytime stage, you'll just fucking evaporate.
Actually, that might be a mechanic, actually. Is I might need to make it dark to use this properly. So we hit that.
Yes,
That
but I
makes
want to
it
get one
dark.
of those. I want to get the same thing you have.
Okay.
So we're gonna wait here the requisite minute or two.
Yep, that's... how this
Oh,
works.
I
can at
see.
least get- okay.
Okay.
So yeah, when it's dark. Alright, well, we'll just wait here. I'll eat a pizza cruncher.
Wait. Sever.
Mm-hmm.
See, I remembered from last time. The issues that we faced, the struggles.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the boost. Alright, so I need to change to this. To hit that. To hit that.
Then switch to that.
Change to that.
Huh?
Okay. It doesn't seem to work great if we are connected.
Alright, I'll let you do it solo dolo then I'll just follow behind.
Okay.
So we finally met our match as far as something that we can't, like, combo together
Oh, no.
super readily. Super easily.
Oh, this doesn't feel good. By the way, whatever this mechanic is...
Get that balance statue.
Trying. Why is this
Fuck.
hard?
Hey, this sucks. Whatever, like,
Yeah,
window we need to get through to progress to the next area, we are, like, missing. Like, whatever... I can't perceive it, like, the verticality of it. We're going too high, so we're hitting up against the ceiling, but then we're not, like, pushing into the thing. Yeah, the perspective here is just wretched, is what this is.
Perspective's bad, yes.
I'm fully
you know
aware
what?
of what I'm doing.
Why don't I just let you
Can't you
teleport to
see?
me?
Yeah, please. K4 Boom in the chat
There we
saying,
go.
yeah, this butterfly thing sucks. Which is always good to know. I'm drinking up, by the way.
Hard to switch. Okay.
I mean, you could just walked up the stairs there.
Okay, camera. All right, there we go.
Camera catch up. All right. I think we're gonna play.
Oh.
I think we're about to go golfing.
Yeah, do we have a key already? No.
We can collect a couple here. Again, this key mechanic, the most pointless shit in the universe. When it's always, routinely, 5 feet away from the thing we need to unlock. Hole-in-one challenge.
Press A when the gauge reaches your preferred strength to send the ball in its merry way. All right.
Yeah, I
How
see
much
that
wind
wind.
direction plays into this.
They wouldn't
Okay,
put
I
it
don't
there if it
have,
didn't
like-
have any factor.
I don't have control over like forward and back,
Why would you?
so I can't.
That's gonna be in the power.
In terms of where I wanted to aim. All right.
How's that a nice shot? You didn't get it in the hole. As far as I'm concerned, that's a shit shot.
Yeah. Well,
See, I would call
Okay,
that
so
a
the
shit
wind
shot
does-
too.
wind plays a big factor. It looks like.
Okay, they're letting us do this. so-
Okay, how does wind direction work if I'm putting? There's no. Okay.
You're gonna overshoot.
Well, I didn't. It's given me the thing, and I'm assuming like, oh, that's where you want to shoot, right? That's...
You would think so.
All right, well, sink this hole for me.
I am a professional golfer.
All right.
You are
Okay,
a
we got-
semi-professional golfer.
All right, you got to get this hole in one. This is the last shot. All right, so you have to count for the wind.
Hmm. Whatever.
Nope.
I don't think it matters. I don't think you get statues for this anyway, so... This is just for gems. This is just for money.
So I might have to hit. Oh,
I'm waiting for that second key to spawn. You just do what you gotta do. I'm gonna stand here.
well, what I was gonna do is gonna start a timer. So
Oh.
might as well. Let me see if what happens if I hit this. If that opens this door up. No. Okay. Didn't that key have spawned by now?
Oh, wait.
We
Look,
have two
over here,
keys.
over here, over here. Oh, bye.
Goodbye.
Well, I didn't die,
Right, this is-
apparently, so I
This is the
landed
way
on
we-
something.
Oh wait.
I think that light switch starts that platform moving.
Oh, wait. That's not you.
Oh, yes, it
Is
is.
that you?
That is
Oh,
me.
okay.
I'm here.
All right.
All right, hit that switch. Oh, you know,
Oh,
you're
I
underneath
see
the
the
platform.
Yeah, I see what the gimmick actually is now. We don't ride on this thing.
Okay. But we gotta hit
Okay,
the
we
light
get off.
anyway, so that way we can, like,
Yeah,
fly
we
over
gotta
to
hit
the
it.
statue.
No, this just comes over to us.
I mean, we could do it either way.
Yeah.
You ready for another Balan bout? Or wait, no, that's the top hat, right?
No, that's top hat. I haven't even practiced my voice today, so I'll need to find it.
You can either do Fred Gwynn or Goofy.
I have more of an Ed Wynn in me, I think, than I do a Goofy.
Well, gosh there, Balan.
Oh, good. You got that. Yeah, I'll do the throwing and you do the flying.
That works. I want to get that blue gem, though, and I wanted to wait for the timer to do its thing.
Well, that automatically targeted the thing behind me.
That's fine.
Let's try it again. Nope.
Oh,
nope.
Cool. That rules.
Go. Okay.
We're getting some sick air, I gotta say.
Yeah. Oh, we should get that checked.
Magic Meows, that's a big-ass girl. Magic Meows asks, do statues do anything, or are they just a completion item? You need them to unlock the next worlds. So they have tied some amount of progression into it.
Good. Jump scare.
I'm trying to sever. I don't think I can jump on this guy and do damage, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, yes, I can.
Oh,
See, this is the problem. This is why there needs to be 2 fucking buttons, because having your only attack, for, like, the most part, being, like, jump attacks, where I can't tell, like, if I'm gonna take damage or if they're gonna take the damage. Like, I took damage there. From what? I can't tell. I mean, that's mostly the camera. But I was jumping, which usually makes me invincible, so... Well, you know what? I'll take one of these just to have it.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is just the fireflies.
And if we're about to end the level, you know what we should do?
Yeah, we're missing stuff. What?
They have the costume selector over here.
Oh, bank them?
Not just bank them, but bring 3 different...
Ah, okay.
You picking up what I'm laying down?
Yeah, well, I'm set then, actually, because I already have 3 different.
Well, pick one that can actually do an attack. Or, no, you actually
they all...
Okay, that one doesn't
they
do
all
it.
Can.
Yeah. Well, that's fine then.
Jumping is an attack.
Okay, fair enough. Do confirm changes. I'll bank a few of these things. I'm just going to pick some right on bubble.
Pig has a butt stomp.
Yeah, that'll be good enough.
Honestly, the not that, but that thing, that's just an attack. That the sizer we were using, praying mantis.
Yeah, well, that's good, but you're going to be using that attack. You already have that.
Oh, you want entirely unique set of attacks.
That way, we can always just make sure that we're doing something unique.
Okay.
We really do need to get some of these. We really do need to, like, stock up on, like, the double jumper, for example. Just to have them. I'll take this fucking thing, because we're never going to use that for anything else, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright. And we missed the stuff in this level, because we definitely did not get the key. We definitely didn't get the hat.
You know, we're not 100%ing this. Oh. It's fine. It'll be fine. Wait, hold on. What's that? Did we hit that?
Oh, you know what? I think... Yeah, this must be the way to get up there.
Good call.
Fuck.
All right, I'll get us up there. You hit it, I'll get us up.
Oh, okay.
That way we can start it immediately. This looks broken.
It does, yeah. Fuck.
Can we get on top of something to, like, get, like, an early start
the lateral...
on it?
Okay. I got an idea. Let me just try.
Oh, come on!
Alright, I got it. Oh, welcome. Okay.
I see it. Yeah, I see that fucking hat. I want that twink obliterated. Yeah, weird delay there.
Sorry for the wait. I was disassociating. Happens all the time. Don't worry.
It's great that you can just, like, wait until the very last second.
I still fucked up somehow, even though I was waiting.
They really do make these easy at the very least. Which makes them all the more tedious, honestly. Do yourself a favor. When this... First, watch our stream, of course. You know, continue to tune in and watch the Bad Game Hall of Fame here on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you choose. Get our engagement up. But then look up, like, Balan Wonderworld All Balan Bout Fails on YouTube, and I'll have a little link to it. Because watching the failure animations in these cutscenes is so satisfying.
We did agree that if at any point we both get a great on one of these, that we just
toss it, fucking throw it,
yeah.
How do I even exist? Says I have to say I kind of like the background music in these parts. Yeah, I think the music in this game is mostly fine. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. Well, we can get those red gems. I mean, those have got to be indicative of of something, right?
Sure. Let me
hit it. And I overshot it.
That's fine. We can finish the level.
Yeah, you know, that's fine.
We're missing a lot of statues, but
I think we have enough to finish to
like
progress, so that's ultimately all that matters, right?
Yeah.
So stage 1 of any given world is always getting that heart.
Did we both have the sickle suit at the end there? Even though you definitely...
Yeah, I might have fucked that up in some sort of way. But that's alright. As long as it doesn't remove all my powers once we get into this fight.
Oh, it removes all your powers when you get into this fight.
Oh god, that's right. Wow, they really cut the budget on the animation of these background characters. Boy, howdy. So what's her issue here? That she likes bugs more than people, or that she likes bugs?
Oh, that people are afraid of her because of how much she likes bugs. No one wants to be around the weird bug girl.
Well, the solution to this one is easy. Just stop pursuing your hobbies and enjoying your life. Just conform to societal norms.
Let's see. That counts as a hit. Okay. So don't use that again.
Think about which one you can use the butterfly for.
I think anything with a... wait a minute.
Oh, I got webbed up.
Oh no, how do I dodge? How do I dodge this attack? Actually, I've lost the ability to...
you know, I'll clear all these webs up, honestly. That's my job. It's like mob control. Uh-oh.
Love an opening to attack with this.
Maybe you opened with the wrong attack.
Oh.
Maybe this is where you're supposed to use the pincer. And we just blew it already.
Well, hold up a sec.
For those who don't know, like, the whole point is that if you use a unique attack, every boss has 3 health, and if you take off each of those health points with a different type of attack, you get the maximum amount of statues awarded for it. Can you hit that?
Nope. I don't know what the butterfly is for, and they provide it to you on this fight, so... Oh, wait!
There you go.
Okay, got her.
Alright, now switch to, jellyfish, and make some magic happen.
Alright.
I'm just gonna stock up on stuff in the background and hopefully bank it for later. Well...
Fuck.
Wait, I have the spider.
Oh. Well,
and
now
I
you
lost
don't.
the spider. Let me out of
We
here.
can find the spider again.
It's right there. We need a key for it, though.
We have 2 keys.
All right.
Alright, what? Spider only climbs. I'm not entirely sure what...
The purpose of putting it here is...
Yeah. Oh, well, it'll probably do okay against the webs, if that ever happens again.
To be clear, we could have
Your next
finished this
move.
fight already, but...
Got it.
GBORX saying, I just remember that some of the later bosses don't use a certain attack after a certain point, and that some of the statues can only be gained by costumes from a different zone. The game does not tell you. So the game doesn't tell you much.
No. The game doesn't tell you dialogue.
Oh, hey, it's Madam Spider. There's a joke for no one, because no one watched that movie.
I have to go now. My planet.
Oh,
needs
Magic
me.
Mouse meant, did I mean Madam Web? Well, that's how deep into the Madam Web universe I am, and how much we all are. I mean, this girl's getting along fine with us.
Yeah, we like bugs. Now, am I completely mistaken? Or is it that, like, when you beat the game, if you go back and play it again, you get English lyrics for these?
Only if you 100% it.
Ah.
But yes, there are English language versions of all of these songs. That's the big spoiler, by the way, that when you 100% the game, you get lyrics, like actual lyrics, when you replay the levels and get the dance sequences and song sequences again.
I know you don't like bugs, but would you be interested in a bug? Oh god, it has wings! That's even grosser! Run!
Oh no, it's in the room! Someone swat it, quick! Hey, Balan, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm your substitute teacher for today. We're just gonna watch some videos while I take a nap. I've got a hangover.
You know, something tells me Balan would be a bad instructor. I wouldn't want a course proctored by him, personally.
You there wearing the red hat. That means you can only swing your arms around. No jumping.
Hey, can I do this? Yeah, I sure can with our one pink gem.
Should I go drop off
Yeah,
some
I'll
of
do
these?
blue, you do yellow.
Okay. Ew.
We didn't pick up any eggs,
goodbye,
I don't
blue
think. Did all the blue gems just disappear?
Yeah.
We can only have so many gems out at a time?
Yes?
Stupid. I love how
well,
unexplained
this-
everything here is.
Would you like... hello, little... Let me pick you up. No, goodbye. Oh, y'all are having a red party over here. Alright.
Red is the flavor of the day, it looks like. Even though we have
Well,
so
can I-
much yellow. Wait, this one wants yellow.
Can
No one wants blue. All my Tims hate blue.
Okay, so at least they come back into our inventory. It looks like.
Yes. Alright, what do you want? You have medals on you. This is one of those war veterans.
Yeah.
One of our veteran Tims.
Oh no, I didn't want to throw those. I'm trying to pick up a Tim.
I think I accidentally picked up a Tim. Hey, watch this.
Well, my plan was to feed it to the other larger Tims, but... Come here. Come here, you. No, not that. I don't get this.
Yeah.
I understand the point is that I don't get this, but I'd rather get it. I know I can look up a guide online or something, but I
Eloquently
wish...
put. It's
I
You're not wrong. I get what you mean.
I
It's
wish
just-
this was forward-facing at all about what any of this is. Because, you know, it's supposed to be whimsical and mysterious and
I think we
like
need to
Nights
collect
in the
eggs.
Dreams.
I think the eggs would be the thing that we really need to get this party started, because then we could have all sorts of tiny Tims to feed to the big Tims.
Yeah. And then unlock the second tower section of the Tower Tims, or whatever that's worth.
But fuck that. Let's just go to World 4.
Yeah.
Now, is every world going to be just 2 stages, then boss?
I believe so.
How many worlds are there? The boy who would be one with the wind. GBORX, who seems to be an expert on this game, and we appreciate it, thinks originally the game did explain what the mechanics for the Tim Isle were, but they went unused. Same with some of Balan's dialogue that explained some game stuff. So they had some tutorializing that they're just like, fuck it. We should really commit to this without words thing, right?
Disconnect so I can be sure to get this. All right. Press A while in midair to float, work and hitch a ride on. Well, I wish that was on for just a little bit longer. Do you want to wait for one of these? So you have
probably.
Like literally anything? Okay, that lets me finish off the last pizza puncher.
Very good. Yeah, it's so curious that so many of these costumes...
Disconnect from me, by the way.
Oh, yep. That, like, the huge emphasis on the costume. I think I'm aware of, like, what happened. So, the 80 costumes marketing point, they really hit that one home. They really market this game on the fact there's 80 costumes, despite the fact that, like, most of them are the same goddamn thing with a different coat of paint on them. That most of them are materially the same. And I remember reading in one of, like, the interviews that, like, it was a struggle to get into 80 costumes, but at a certain point the developers were just challenging themselves. Like, we were so close, we might as well get to 80 then, right? We might as well just, like, you know, keep pushing as far as we can. Which is, like, basically an admission, like, oh, we're out of ideas. We don't actually, like, have 80 costumes in us, but by God, it's a nice round number, and so it will be accomplished. I don't think these are bad guys, are they?
I swear there was a key.
Oh, those are bad guys. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah,
wait, is that
I'm trying
one
to
we have, or
no? That's a little bat guy. Look at him. Aero Acrobat.
Wasn't that a Genesis game?
Yeah, isn't this copyright infringement? Isn't this?
Last layer to lock on enemies and balloons while in midair, press A to... God damn.
How did they... If you're gonna put text in your game, if you're not gonna commit to this being without words, which, by all accounts, they did not commit to this being without words, then just leave the words on fucking screen for like 5 seconds at least.
We need to get you something.
I feel naked without it.
Oh, there's another key over here.
Back off. It's gonna spawn right on top of you.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're
sure.
right there, yeah. And I do need something. Wait, so what's this one again? Oh, it's just like a homing. It's Sonic's homing attack.
It's Sonic's homing attack.
Remember, just mash A as quickly as you can.
I was a little worried because I was worried that was gonna like homing attack me off into a cliff. Off of a cliff, rather.
Yeah, so this one seems kind of useless outside of, like, probably these stages, outside of this world.
But it has a jump. So it is semi-functional.
Alright, everyone, follow me off this cliff. I'm trying to navigate without having visibility on the platform.
That's a sheep. You want it?
Oh! Well, I fell off the platform. Yeah, might as well then, huh?
Yeah. Alright, let's see. What's... Uh-huh, okay.
GBORX says, I recall there's a costume down on the slope. It's that infamous joke costume.
Joke costume. Down the slope.
Well,
slope?
I do love a mystery.
That slope?
Might as well, right?
Oh, I took fall damage, I think.
Nope, no, the spikies just hurt.
Oh, I didn't see anything hit me.
Oh, they're made of spikes. Luckily, I can just do
I
this.
mean, I didn't see myself land on one.
I can just do
That's
this.
what I'm saying. Yeah, you do that. Oh, that gave us a trophy at least. Okay.
Who are these
What's
little
in
fox
here?
mages? I want whatever that costume is.
Oh, that puts us here. Okay. Down on this. Okay, you need a different costume or a different zone to get through that clock thing. You want that outfit, just go ahead. And yeah, we might not find that other costume, the joke one. Sorry, I'm looking away from you fighting.
Yep. That's alright. Don't mind me.
I'm just gonna progress
Yeah,
if
sure.
I can.
Just go for it at this point. How about down there?
Oh, what about that? Yeah, what about down there? What's here?
Oh, that's the little fox mage thing I was just talking about. Grab it.
Oh. Alright.
Box fox.
Is
Transform into an invincible box. The costume transforms between fox and box when it feels like it.
oh.
Is that it? Is that...
I think
guess
that might be it because
that
it
might
is
be the joke costume.
beyond useless. What a... I went into this episode feeling okay about this game, but it's throwing me a bunch of things here that I do not dig.
Yeah,
all at once.
merge into me, because I'll lead us for a little bit. I feel like playing
All right.
a little. I love how the camera still doesn't keep up because...
Do you not have camera control?
Nope! Even though I am in the lead, but when I'm doing that action, when I am like using like the homing attack thing, it's just like, it doesn't matter who's in control here. We're just gonna... Or it matters... For whatever reason, it matters who is control is what I mean to say. That as player 2, I'm not allowed to lead it. You know what I mean? You get what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down?
Yeah. Let me pick this up and get rid of the box.
Why would you get rid of the box? Why would you say no to
Well,
the box?
I put it in our inventory, so we can use it later if we really want to.
Wait, did I take damage even though I did the homing attack?
Yes.
Again, at minimum, jump button, attack button. Make it clear what each of them do. Make it clear, like, that this character's jump is an attack and this one's isn't, or this one is...
I think our Tim's killed some of those things.
Well, good. At least they're putting some fucking work in.
All right.
Can you just, like, jump into that? Yeah, you can activate these just by touching them rather than having to use an attack on them.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess a jump is an attack, right?
Yeah. Okay, that looks precarious to get.
I'll try it if there's a sheep thing around here. I can stomach the hit. Fuck.
I think the best we could do... Come over here. We don't have any of our cool things.
No, I'm telling you, it's gonna be fuzzball, sheep thing, and then, like, hit the button. So let me get a sheep costume.
Okay. Well, what I was saying, what we could do is just the co-op move of jump and then you jump.
But we can't, though.
I think the thing is, if you don't have a costume...
Oh, there we go.
Even then, it works. But if you don't have a costume, your little bonus to me is you get to jump again. So I think that would have worked. But, yeah. I want to see what's up here.
Oh, this is as high as it goes.
Oh, okay.
Cool. And
Well,
there goes a sheep costume. Because of these wonderful respawning enemies.
Go get him. Knock him dead.
How did I take damage? I
Oh,
was in my
well.
fuzzball form. I assumed that meant I was in attack mode. But again, absolutely no consistency as to like when you're vulnerable, when you're invulnerable, when you're attacking, when you're not attacking. Oh.
Oh, hello.
So we could go this way, or we could have gone the other way and just completely bypass this puzzle, presumably. Or no,
Nope,
no,
that's
okay, I see it.
It's easier to do this. Let me wait till it's closer to us.
Yeah.
There we go.
I am headful saying, wow, this game took a nosedive quick. I mean,
Yeah, remember how we started this episode? Oh, there's another one over there.
yeah.
I have no idea how
I think
to
we'd have to get all the way up and then like slowly descend down.
Yeah, just move on.
It's just... Oh, there's an egg over there. Let's get the goddamn egg. And the key while we're at it. Oh!
Woo! Woo!
Precarious.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what good does this do for us? Does this only get us some...
Some extra gems, yeah.
If we potentially fly out the correct... I don't feel like doing that.
Magic Meow says, gonna
If I'm
say,
being
I was
honest.
in my fuzzball form whenever I get hurt IRL.
Alright, do you want to get that sheet?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah.
And then you know what? Let me do this stupid thing. Let me sever,
Alright.
just give me some camera view. No?
I don't... I think one of us may need a thing that, like, tosses to grab it, and we don't have any of that. Maybe that would have been from a different world.
I don't know. Man, this game is really not incentivizing me at all to want to 100% it, can I just say? Just the amount of
Especially
tedious-
not for a...
Yeah, definitely not for the stream, but even like off stream.
Yes.
My original idea of like, oh, we'll 100% it off stream just so we have like, you know, we can show off some of the final stuff.
Yeah,
GBA Aura says there's no costume like that, like the one you were insinuating might exist.
Okay.
It's just like the amount of stuff you need to memorize from stage to stage. Like, oh, this costume we have here. Remember the gears in the first world, like the gear machines that we could presumably like spin
we still
into?
haven't
gotten
to
that yet. Like, so there's shit like that we have to keep track of for every stage. And I'm just like, at a certain point, I'm not remembering that shit.
Okay, this is one of these.
And I'm sure it's fucking not going to replay every stage just to, like, to take notes to be like, all right, this stage had so and so forth. And I remember that this power-up that we got in Chapter 7 is retroactively useful in Chapter 2. I get that's like, you know, for hardcore completionist types or whatever.
This does not seem like a hardcore
But this is
kinda
also
game.
a game for babies. A game for literal children. A game that is single button for the purposes of making it accessible to one and all, but also has hardcore, brutal conditions by which you need to 100% it.
We did not find the Balan bout in this level.
It's right there.
Oh, it is? Ah, so it is. I thought you could escape me, did you?
It's our time to shine. We haven't had to use the mash at all.
Yeah, we
Past the
did
first
it once with the tutorial.
They tutorialized it us on it once, and never again. And so I always assume this might be it. This might be it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Speak of the devil, I conjured it. Again? No. They almost tricked me with that.
Yeah. You have so much time to wait for stuff to happen that it's not even
A going
risk,
concern.
I think.
But if you fuck it up, you gotta replay the entire world from stage 1 all over again to get a chance to do these again.
How do you think this helps? How do you think what Balan is doing is like helps us, our quest?
Yeah, it doesn't really connect to the gameplay loop at all, does it?
Except for that one time that he beat up Lance.
Is that his
Other
name?
than that, yes.
Do they say
Where'd you
that
go?
anywhere in the game? I have no idea where I am.
I think you're right here. I think they did. I think they said that in the Balan bout for that thing, like the end of it. If they didn't, then that's just information I happen to know.
Did I
What
take
did
damage
you-
at the last second from something?
Who finally made it?
Natsume saying
Grand.
box fox hype.
Thank you for
Unfortunately,
the raid, Johnny Baghead.
we got our... Oh, thank you, Johnny. Welcome, viewers. Where is Balan? Don't mind us. Where's Balan over here? Balling with Balan. GBA Aura X saying, why can't you play as Balan? Knights let you play as knights. I think... Can I spoil something else? The 100%... The Tim's Tower lets you get a Balan costume. That's why you build the Tower of Tim's. Is that you get a costume that lets you, like, do some obscene amounts of, like, platform breaking. You get, like, a triple jump and a hover.
Can we just download like a save file or something? Is that a possibility?
I mean, I could probably... Alright, let me look at this. Let me look at this thing here.
Right.
I bet you I could open up Cheat Engine, track that variable, edit variable, and then it says, like, you know, be the milestones. Do you want me to do that?
Right this moment? Not necessarily.
I mean, it'd be funny if we did that.
Potentially. Oops. I'm here. I forgot what this was about.
There's probably,
If
like,
you wanna do
redundancies. There probably are redundancies in place that check, like, to make sure
Yeah.
you're not gaming the system in that way. We could sit here in real time, too. I mean, if you know, we could do a
could,
stream,
like,
24-hour
yeah.
stream where we just leave the stream running, and it ticks all the way up to, like, 2,000.
Toss in some Tims. Because a Tim has to be in there doing something for it to count, so...
Yeah, I bet you I could set to, like, 600,
Get the fuck in there.
769, and then they tick it once, and then it rolls over to 770. We can just do that incrementally for all of the different milestones you need to hit. Oh, hatch that egg.
Oh, egg. Okay. How do I hatch the egg?
You walk into
Just stand
it.
here? Okay.
See? Now you can toss that little guy wherever he went
Well,
to.
He fucked off. Oh, he went into the thing. It's like, hooray! I've been born. Time for manual labor.
It's really a reflection on our capitalist society, etc., etc.
Okay. Come here.
He might not be big enough. We might need to grow him by feeding him, like, yellow gems. So come over to the yellow flower patch.
Eat.
Yeah, but you're not giving them the ones they want.
Oh, I made an egg.
Yeah, but if we give them the ones they want, we probably get something special for it. We probably get, like, a better upgraded thing.
Okay.
So here's my plan. Feed them these yellows. There's a few who seem to be on the verge of, like, getting big and strong. I would like the little yellow one to eat up as well, so stay there. Oh, nope, I can't go that far out.
Alright, come with you then.
All right, so that...
I couldn't pick up the yellow one is the thing.
Yeah, I want this little yellow one to eat. I want to be cognizant of the fact
Come here.
that we
Come here.
totally have, like, gems for it. Everyone wants to eat this little yellow guy. They want to eat this peep. And I'm happy to provide for them. I'd be happy to feed them.
Come. Go on, the yellow guy. Go. He doesn't want to eat. Yellow guy. He doesn't want to.
You can lead a Tim to water. You can lead a
No,
Tim
you
to
can't.
gems.
It's the issue.
You can't lead a Tim to gems, and you certainly can't make it eat.
I don't like this. I'm sure there are people who like this whole like little Zen garden of a gameplay mechanic. People love the
It
Chow
ain't no
Garden.
Chow
You can do more
Garden.
in the Chow Garden. People love. Yeah, there's more to do than Chow Garden, but I partially as a streamer, I'm not into this because this is not.
Look! Oh, there we go!
Entertaining.
There we go! It's eating it! It's eating it!
Oh.
All right, eat more, eat more. Eat more, you little shit, come on.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
He's blending in with the yellow. All right, you little fucker, come on. Get big and strong so I can pick you up and feed you to something else. Yeah, there's plenty of gems for you, idiot. Come on.
He's only going for the tiniest ones.
That's because he's a tiny little thing. We have 20
drop
more.
more, but... Come on, get it. Get it. It's right in front of you. Get it. Get it. Get it.
This is
that one.
So fucking annoying. What about red? What about pink? I'm trying to run intercept. Yes, there we go. Okay. It's eating the red one. It still hasn't grown.
What if it turns red?
I don't care, as long as it's definitely the bunny one. And I think, look, so you see this Tim here who has the ears, right? So clearly that was a result of tossing one of those tiny little yellow ones that was moderately grown at one of the larger ones that was asking for it, and it imposes the ears onto the larger one, so it creates more of the baby rabbit ones, I would think, presumably. That is my assumption here. Come to the pink
we're
one
almost
here.
at the... We're almost at the number.
Come to the pink flower patch. Come on. Great, I got out of. All right,
I
cool.
feel accomplished. Do you feel accomplished?
I feel very accomplished.
I can't wait to partially repair a clock.
All right, fuck it. Okay, I'm sick of waiting on that little yellow one. That little yellow bastard.
Yeah.
Which world were we on? 4?
We're on 4, so we're going to 4-2.
How do I even exist as? I know the Chow Garden, I love the Chow Garden, and this, Mr. Naka, is no Chow Garden.
Like, there was so much more shit to do with the Chow Garden.
Fell temperate ratio saying, still easier to figure out than the A-Life system in Knights. Yeah, it's true enough.
Yeah.
And Magic Meow saying, I still don't know why Sega never brought back the Chow Garden. That would be such a slam dunk. Like, hey, Sega, you need money? Make a fucking, like, standalone Chow Garden game. Make it for mobile. Who gives a shit? Just copy and paste all the mechanics of Sonic Adventure 2. No one will give a shit. If it's just, like, rehashing of, like, 20-plus-year-old content, people will pay you $5 up front.
Go for it.
You will pay $1 for microtransactions every time to buy eggs or whatever other shit. You can get some diabolical microtransactions out of a Chow Garden. They could get away with murder if they made a mobile app version of it, I'm telling you.
Oh, was that... Okay. Couldn't tell if that was an enemy or not. How'd we get there? Where are you? Oh, that opened up a...
One of those.
Huh.
Oh, I got hit by something. Not that it matters, but,
Ooh, okay. Okay. I think our Tims might have bit the bullet and taken care of those things for us.
Sacrifice, lay down your lives for us, Tims.
You know what game did this concept better, I think? I think Chameleon on the Genesis.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're right, I just... Oh, is that the one where you're like the kid with the sunglasses and you transform into like, you know, the lizard guy and the whatever other...
Go ahead and hit that. Is this a new thing?
That's a new thing. It's a little robot guy.
Alright. Let me get rid of Spider, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't seem we'd have much practicality in this world without spider stuff. Laser launcher.
It was good to jump.
Hey, speaking of jumping, he ain't got none of those no more.
No, I do.
Oh, you can still
shoot
jump?
lasers by standing still. Your action is don't act, and the thing will happen because it's a one-button game. And if you still want to jump, the only other option is, well, just don't press buttons, I guess. It had a second sentence that explained more stuff, but I couldn't read it in time because Balan Wonderworld.
Because Balan.
All right, I want to explore over here though. Briefly.
Why?
There's a thing up there.
Oh, my jump fucked it up. I thought I might be able to help, but I hindered. Ignore the respawning enemies, and also let me get the laser.
Do you want? Yeah.
Yeah, this is so stupid. I could just tap.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. So you tethering to me all of a sudden like that almost killed me. Because like you spawned in and it immediately tethered and it like killed some momentum in my jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this co-op mode was not fully thought out. Can you believe it?
There's some bits of it that are kind of cool in a way that feel unintentional, and there are parts of it that shit.
Did we both take damage from that?
Yeah.
I was liking not playing it all and just like automatically firing off a shot every couple seconds. Yeah, that'll do it. Then what I can do is nothing, and then oh well. Is it gonna respawn me? Okay, there we go. No fanfare about it. No nothing.
All right, go ahead and get that key while you're at it.
All right. So if I tether to you, you can do all the platforming and movement and stuff, and then I'll just fire off stuff intermittently. See, isn't that helpful? Isn't that useful?
Don't think that attack helps us with those things.
I'm just glad I could help. You know, I'm just here to support you as you play this game and as I shut my brain off completely.
Okay.
GB or X asks, hey, honest question, who is in control of you tether together? Whoever tethered the first player, one or both of you. It's you tether together, and then whoever is doing inputs just takes control.
Yeah, unless you, like, go in opposite directions, then you untether after a bit.
Yeah, but it's trying to do both of you controlling at once, which doesn't work. Nothing in this game works.
Yeah. Oh, we need that guy again. Fuck it. I don't even think we had that costume anymore.
I mean, there's one way to find out. Well, first of all, we can't break these blocks. These blocks are too heavy to break.
Yes.
They have a little platform here. They always have those guys come out when we're near like one of the wardrobe change things.
This must be something.
Yeah, clearly something else. Clearly some other.
This is the spider thing, which I don't think we have anymore.
We might have one banked. Johnny Baggett asked, what's our favorite costume so far? Can I say none of the above? No, I guess yeah, the double jump is definitely the... Oh, GBRX saying we can use Box Fox.
To push the box?
I don't know. Hard to say.
All right.
Look for that little punk guy in Chapter 1. No, okay, so we can't perform on stage.
Right.
What a loss. We won't get those gems.
We can use that, though, to get that thing.
And where would Box Fox be? World Chapter 4?
Box Fox would be in 4.
I'll take Box Fox.
Please take Box Fox and then anything else, because that
is really going to fuck us up.
So you can switch off of Box Fox. All right. How do I... There.
See, I still have the robot.
Yeah, take the robot, too. Okay.
Johnny Baggett asking, what's the most useless in your opinion? All right, so there's a little metal guy who plays guitar. So if you get on these stages, you get some gems for it. Yeah, really do this transform randomly, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that worked.
Wait, how do I... Oh, that does work.
It's got to randomly transform again. Oh, that worked.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Maybe you jump, and if you transform while you're jumping...
Yeah, I'll just keep doing this.
Which is, again, random. There you go.
You can see, it was so worth it for those gems, wasn't it? Oh, there is a little costume up there. Maybe that's a unique costume? You have 2 keys, so you can figure out what the fuck it is. Or maybe get rid of the spider. Because we're not going to need it.
What is this? Yeah. I would love to switch off. Okay, there we go.
Oh, maybe they can play music too. Maybe they can get on the stage.
Oh. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Stand on the
Something
stage. Yep,
special
it's just
might
another-
happen.
Literally just the exact same thing as that, but a different costume.
Wow, a whole
it?
4 gems.
And I don't think we can... Oh, I do this every time I jump. How do I maximize my jumps
I think I
per
fell off the
second?
world. I think I fell off the ledge.
Yep, now you're stuck as the
box
thing that can
fox.
randomly choose not to move. Unless we go in here and you just fucking get rid of it. I'm willing
Isn't
to
it
waste the time
so
to do that.
cool how they made so that you take a hit and you lose the shit? Don't you just love that mechanic? And that also, it also mixes it with you falling off of ledges, and rather than just forfeiting a life or whatever, you're just forfeiting your I am so baffled by, like, every design decision in this game. I know this is something we said before, but every design decision they make in this game is the wrong one.
Oh, I have the thing to get to this.
Yeah.
Assuming it works, because every time I hit it, it feels like it's not working correctly.
Which is what you really want to hear in a platformer, is that the inputs don't feel like they're doing something. Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
right there, like right there. So where is the nearest one of those that we can get? Because that is what we need. Okay, good. It's right here. Do you need one for safety?
Yeah, probably.
All right, where's the key here? There it is.
It's always 5 feet away. What's over
Yeah.
here? Is there anything over here, too? No.
There's something that we needed a sheep for, but we don't have any sheep left. Take another drink. So what have you been playing lately?
I've been
Besides
playing
this.
Crime Boss Rocket City. I've been playing a
I
shit
know-
ton of that
yeah.
game.
I keep thinking, do I want to get that on PC so we can do
Yes,
co-op?
the
but
answer is yes.
It's like $16, so I don't know.
It's
It's a really
worth
good price
every
though. It's
penny.
all the DLC. I've been playing Devil Summoner Raido Kazuhia. Someone can help me with that. How that's said, but
Yeah,
I've been playing one of the Devil Summoner games on PS2. It is taking me a very long time to play, and I think that might be my fault. No, those are friendlies.
GBORX pointing out that Balan Wonderworld is on sale for $5 right now on Steam. So if you're watching this and you're like, yes, please.
Okay, there we go. I knew that's what it was. I was just getting frustrated with it.
Slime Generator says, watching this game is so stressful for some reason. It feels like I'm watching 2 people trying to carry a piano down a staircase.
Yeah. That's a good analogy. All right, Cass, I need you to come over here.
Okay.
And jump on top of that and hit the top thing. See over there where the,
Yeah,
the
I
3
see
steps
you.
are?
It's gonna be tricky because the perspective is so fucked.
We got it.
Okay. Good thing there's homing to some extent, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, which one is this?
This is a bat. We both have bat already, but if we want a spare,
Yeah, I'll take a spare.
all right.
So we can bank them
Let's
later.
We should tether. We're
Yeah.
gonna do this.
I'm putting in your capable hands. Well, you're leaving so many gems behind. You're leaving so many gems on the table.
Just stop caring. Oh, okay. What is that?
Sheep.
Sheep. Okay, I need a sheep. And a key.
Looks like it almost looks like a platforming puzzle coming up here.
Yeah.
Not a particularly difficult one, but it is a... Okay, so how do we get rid of those things? Have we established if there's any way to get rid of those?
Hymns can get rid of them. That's the best I can figure out.
All right, buddies, come over here. Give your lives up for us. That works too. Whatever you did worked too.
You want? Well,
yeah,
wait. This is
I
dangerous.
should go ahead and.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. I'll get us across. Come on, back up. Back up. There we go. It felt like it was like tilting me in the direction of the.
Oh yeah,
thing that
no,
was
the
gonna
game
kill
doesn't
us,
control
but-
well. This by being a single button game, single button, single joystick game. I mean, you can theoretically use the right analog stick to adjust the camera. Despite that, did I get hit by something? Fucking
I think I
what
hit
in
by the
hell?
fan. Oh no! If only we had Box Fox. Still, no.
Wretched.
Surely, Box Fox isn't the only answer to this.
Box
No,
Fox might be the
combined
only
powers
answer to
don't
this.
do it. That can't be.
I'm
Can't
sure
be
there's some
right.
other thing that can like break more powerful blocks. Like maybe the pig with its like its double like its stomp thing might be able to break those.
Oh,
you think?
there's the hat. How do
Where's
we get
that?
up there? It's right there.
Oh, can we jump on those gears? I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Damn it. Okay, there.
Fuck this game.
You alive? No. Well, you know what? You have nothing left to lose, so try again.
What the fuck is happening?
Let me try.
Yeah, maybe if I had camera control to some extent, maybe it would have gone a little smoother, but fuck off.
Ooh, it looks like at least like at least one of you knows how to jump.
This is so wretched. I'm remembering why I hate platformers again. The game fooled me for a minute. It tricked me by being pretty on the eyes, by being easy on the eyes, and fun-loving, and colorful and whatnot. But then I remember, like, oh yeah, this is the genre that fundamentally sucks. How many times have we seen him strike that
Yeah.
pose, do
Yeah,
that
that
kick?
It's my signature move. Ah, fuck.
I mean, I still beat you every time at this. My timing is impeccable.
Sometimes we tie. Wait, I've carried it once. One time, I was the one who got all 4 excellence.
Slime Generator saying, you know, in response to all my platforming hate, that don't worry, Ninja Bread Man will convert you once you get to that. I don't know if we're ever gonna play those games on this stream. We probably should.
We like. I
I
feel
know
like
it's old hat, but also like, you know, sometimes we just gotta play the hits. Sometimes we do.
no.
gotta-
I was saying that yeah, we're definitely gonna play it because like data design, I think is like a theme.
Yeah, I suppose so. Or like a long form where we do every one of their games.
Yeah. Which I would have to see how many of their games they have.
Did you see that
because
big ass
it could
whale?
be-
By the way, you keep moving the camera. Look at. Oh my god, Charkie! Just give me the fucking camera control. That thing. I think
I
that's...
was getting there. Yes. Anyway, we gotta wait for it, I guess.
Pro Striker 92 saying that we gave Balan Wonderworld a fair chance, a very fair chance. I agree, I concur. And it is wasted
came
those
into-
chances.
I even came into this episode, the second episode, with like good intentions.
How fucked is it that we have to wait in real time for this, by the way? Because we missed the boat the first time. Yes.
Speaking of missing. Okay, good. I thought it was about to do something else.
GBA or
You know,
X asking,
this is-
did I write an article in Ninja Bread Man? No, I did not.
So this is actually Tidus's dad, right?
Shut up. Balan
Did something
is
just
sin.
growl at us?
Yeah, me. Oh, wait, no, hit that thing.
Oh. All right. That's probably it for here, right? Unless there's something hiding
There's gonna
behind.
be something hidden on this, right? There's gotta be. Yeah, what would we have done without those 3 gems?
Yeah. Every time you get like a bonus gems, it's like, here's 3.
Here's absolutely nothing.
Oh wait, so you're not allowed to end the level. It has to be me. That's why you keep bouncing off of it. I'm the chosen one.
It's just little ways they can screw over player 2. It's just anything they can do to undervalue, to make you feel unappreciated and feel useless.
Alright, well, let's see why this boy is depressed.
Oh my god, we've only been playing this for an hour and 15 minutes tonight. It's felt like, I thought we were like at the 3-hour mark already. I was ready to be like, alright, and we're done.
Oh, that's a...
Wait, so does this guy like live on a floating island?
Or off of a cliff or something.
Isn't this supposed to be like the real world, and then like they go into dream world when like their real lives suck so bad?
Yes, this is so real world. He's bad at inventing, so he despairs. I think he lives on a cliff and not like on a floating island.
Well, they could have done a better job conveying that visually, because it looked like some fucking
Well, it looks
floating
more-
islands to me.
It looks more whimsical this way.
He lives on the same
See,
island
you're-
as Knuckles does, guarding the Master Emerald. Hey, remember this boss fight we already did?
Yep,
Are we just repeating content at this point? Like, straight up?
pretty much.
Just repeating arenas?
I don't know where you went.
Open up the present.
Oh. It takes so long to switch. It takes so long to switch between things.
Alright, so I'll keep this ready for when the balloon comes out.
Okay, so we have him for robot.
Alright, you gotta find a way to hit him with that. Good. And now I'm waiting for the balloon attack. You might as well switch to balloon mode too, or to arrow the acrobat too.
Yeah. They're gonna fall.
Oh, I think this is where you're supposed to use the sheep, but you already used the sheep. So ultimately doesn't matter. Oh, well. I took my eye off the ball. That's fine, though.
We could, yeah, wait it out for the next phase. I wonder if it counted as 2 hits. If when I did the thing as the robot, that was... Okay, well, whatever.
Well, here we go.
Nope.
Come on! How is that not just like a slam dunk? How they threw up a million balloons just to deliberately like slow your ability to get to him? That there's like decoy balloons that take you on an unoptimal path. Just make a straight row of balloons. Just make a straight fucking line. All right, leave it to you. Like, the nose is supposed to be like a balloon. What is with this?
Am I starting too early? Yeah, GBRX says the balloons are not reliable. You don't say.
It's incredible how they took the concept of a platformer for babies with the simplest inputs imaginable and found a way to...
Where did the balloons go?
Where they took the simplest premise imaginable, the simplest inputs imaginable, and fucked them up at every turn!
you go.
Left.
Okay. Then.
This is obscene.
And you see, it's not even locking onto his nose.
No,
so
not at all.
I'm at a certain point, I'm willing to just say, like, let's just.
Yeah, the balloons are not even getting us close.
This. I think he's gonna try it again. So last attempt at it. If this doesn't work, then we just pick what the fuck ever.
It's gonna fall off the edge before we get to it.
Nope. Got it.
Thank God. And we got knocked off the edge. Oh my God!
Thing is,
fuck this game. Fuck this. This sucks. Suck my fucking dick, Yuji Naka. You hack. The fact that we completely blew it because, that should have been the.
I think I realize what's happening is that hit was the.
What I'm doing. Can't you see?
You can play this.
Come here, you.
Oh, that counts as one hit, though. That counts. That fucking counts. Every other
Yeah,
attack, you do have to do it twice. You have to do a follow-up on the nose. But this one, for whatever fucking reason...
The balloon acts as a shield. So the balloon hitting from the balloon doesn't count until it's on the ground.
Just completely inconsistent design. Absolutely zero consistency between phases there. Absolutely no rules to this game.
I'm fully
completely
aware of what I'm
fucking
doing.
lawless
Can't you
platformer. But for babies, though. For
GBRX
children.
says, GBRX says, holy cow, is this the first time you guys got angry? Go check us out on YouTube.
What a piece of fucking dog shit. What a steaming pile.
I take it you won't stream this game after that.
We're streaming it right now.
Start, right?
We finish what we start. This is fucking wretched, though. The whimsy is gone. The whimsy is now dead to me. Like these sequences that are like I thought were moderately charming. Now I'm full on hater mode.
Well, it's time for me to like the game to counterbalance this.
This is a recycled song, as I Am Headphone points out. They don't even have original songs for every single stage, for every single one of the 12 worlds or whatever. Is this the quickest you got angry, though, for a stream, if not for a game? It's just, like... No, I think the quickest I ever got angry, the quickest I ever went from 0 to 60 was that Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z bonus content where they have the racist fucking English shit in their pseudo-NES mode. I think that's maybe the angriest I've ever gotten in one of these dog shit games. But this is just, I think what's making me mad about this, I think if I'm to interrogate my feelings here, it's because...
This is a therapy session, Cass.
It's because this is, like, ostensibly a game for children, ostensibly a game that is supposed to trade in simplicity, that has stripped the platformer down to its most bare and basic essentials, that has condensed it down to a single button, a joystick, and maybe camera control if you need it. And yet, everything about this game has been overcomplicated to the point of being, like, fucking obscene to me. The Tims being completely...
We got all
3 statues, whatever.
We got all 3.
Somehow. This like these weird fucking mechanics around getting these statues, the complete lack of like relaying information to the player, just like unfair stage design, the co-op mode being completely fucking busted and punishing to the second player and well to the first player too in a lot of cases. I think it's just I've never seen a game completely fail at its intention in the way that this has. That this is supposed to be the taking things back to basics, back to Sonic 1. Sonic 1 had one button in the D-pad, and that's all you needed. It's trying to take it back to that in 3D space, and it just, like, finds a way to bungle that at every turn.
Well, I like it.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, I don't.
Like, imagine... Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking about. I say all that, and I'm imagining, like, a 4-year-old playing this game, right? I'm imagining, like, parent who is looking forward to this game, and they're talking about, like, you're being marketed to in the way that is taking it back to basics, that, you know, a game you can maybe play with your kid, right? Especially with a co-op mode, where you can have that 2-player mode, and it's like, all right, I'll take the lead, and my child, my son, my daughter, my they, them will take the second controller, and be like Tails back in Sonic 2, right? Where whatever they do doesn't really have that much consequence, but they still feel like they're playing and they experience all this. And then just like watch them fall off every fucking ledge because the camera doesn't keep up with them, to watch them waste all their abilities because one hit punishes you, immediately takes it away from you, to see just like the complete lack of control in general in this game, the lack of like discernible inputs when you're attacking and when you're not, when you're defensive state and when you're offensive state, the complete lack of rules in the boss fight so you can't track, you knowing every boss is supposed to be 3 hits and yet somehow fucking that up to the point where you have to do 5 attacks over the course of a single fight. So a kid who thinks they figured out the rules, figured out how the game works, getting their expectations subverted in that way because the game is absolutely unclear about these very basic fundamentals of design.
Are they starting a cult over here?
I think so. This shit, this is like the cutesy thing that you think kids would want to engage with, but it's this overcomplicated mess of shit that requires you to grind out hundreds of thousands of gems and learn these arcane mechanics, which granted the Chow Garden had that stuff too, but like the rewards were so much more immediately satisfying. You could like, the characters actually had personalities. The fact that this has stripped that away from them, missing the point completely.
You can also do stuff with the chows. Like you could take them off to like race, and you take them off to like do karate and stuff.
Yeah.
So there was more you could actively do with them rather than this.
Johnny Baggett saying, imagine if player 2 Tails lost his flight power every time he got hit or fell. Yeah! Yeah! Imagine that. Yeah, so I'm imagining it from that perspective. I'm imagining like a kid playing this, and I think like a 4-year-old would like get so fucking sick of this game. I think like a preteen playing this would just be like, fuck this, like I'd rather play Call of Duty. Call of Duty is more straightforward than this shit.
I don't know, that new Battle Pass thing seems kind of...
The Battle Pass is the most convoluted part of Call of Duty, but otherwise, like, immediately, like, measures of magnitude more accessible than this shit is somehow.
Do we ever figure out what this thing is?
I think the rainbow gems are those, like, lucky gems that you need to, like, replay stages and not take any damage during them. Play perfectly, which, again, the other thing about the perfectness of execution this game expects of you, that this game expects...
how much more rant do you think you got in you? Because I could use a real quick breath and break.
Go for it.
Okay.
I got a few minutes left. My dander's still up. Yeah, imagine just, like, being a child, like, the perfection they expect of you. And I get that to a certain extent. They're not expecting the child players to get 100% of this, but the child players aren't going to finish this game because it's a frustrating, fucking, confused, convoluted mess. Because every decision that's been made has been the wrong one. Because every trend towards accessibility and, like, inviting players to play it is just, like, it feels like rejections at every turn. It feels like they... like, made this to be as actively hostile to the player as possible at every fucking turn. And that takes us back into the point about the perfection, the excellence of execution, the needing to, like, you know, do perfectly on the statues, otherwise punishing you by replaying the stage, having those rainbow gems over there, be like this, like, the equivalent of a shiny drop in Pokemon, the equivalent of, like, a shiny Pokemon showing up. And I believe it is something tied into, like, also not taking damage at all as you replay a world from stage 1, stage 2 to boss. I think there's, like, something about that, if I remember correctly. GBORX saying the states rainbow drops that are hidden in certain stages, not worth letting you unless you want the Balan costume. Even then, you need a unique Tim just to unlock it, and the game does not tell you that it's random if you get it or not. So yeah, that's the whole thing with the Tower of Tims. That's the whole thing with this gem thing here. All this stuff, all this entire Tim world here that I'm running around in exists to gate the Balan costume that lets you do triple jumping and, like, hovering in the air. That lets you, like, break the platforming in every stage, basically. Which is a great reward. It would take dozens, if not hundreds of hours of playtime to get to that point. And no child's gonna commit to that. And I can't imagine any adults committing to that shit either, besides Austin Eruption, for the purpose of doing it in a video, and God bless him for it. I'm certainly not doing that shit. Me and Charkie certainly ain't gonna waste our fucking time with that. I don't know. I look at this now, and for as, like, charming as the visuals are, for as cutesy as it is, for as, like, colorful and musical, for as much as the aesthetic choices in the presentation is, like, you know, is appealing, especially to the younger crowd. It's just completely at ends with every single input, every single level design decision, every single choice that was made in terms of actually executing on the game. And
it is a very unfriendly game in a friendly veneer.
Yes. Go ahead, take us to the next world at this point. Is it World 5? Did we not just do World 5? I can't keep track of this stuff.
No, we did World 4.
It's all blending together. It took 4 worlds. It took 1/3 of this game for whatever illusion, for it to completely fall apart. For whatever, like, you know, mask or like whatever trick it's trying to play on us to completely fall apart, and for me to realize just like how wretched this is. Imagine playtesting this game. Imagine being QA on this. Imagine having to play this hundreds of times. And just like having like probably like a million notes and just being like, why is the game designed in this way? Why is this like this? Consider making this change? This part just doesn't work. This part's unfunctional. I'm trying to play this game co-op, where in the co-op notes, and like the camera just doesn't work. Nothing about this is functional, and just nothing ever changing, nothing ever getting fixed or resolved.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Goodbye.
Yeah, fuck you. Aren't you glad you got that out of the closet? Aren't you glad you got that out of the wardrobe just to lose it immediately?
Yeah, I hated that costume.
Because the camera sucks.
Alright. Break off.
Guardian bird.
I try to read it. First of all, my wind attack which has the power to deflect tornadoes back at enemies. Okay.
Imagine a 6-year-old. I know I'm just coming up with random numbers every time. Someone who's just learning how to read.
Yeah.
And like they're doing it like letter by letter, like press the A. Oh, it's gone. Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, the kid has that in their vocabulary, though.
Yeah, the kid knows how to cuss like a champ. Remember, they've been playing Call of Duty, so they've been in lobbies.
Yeah,
they've heard
right.
voice chat. They're ruined. The kid is already ruined at this point.
Okay, we must not have whatever that is yet.
A single gem. They didn't even give you an opportunity to do the mash the jump thing.
Like early on, I was like kind of excited about the opportunity to try these co-op things out and see like, okay, how can we like
bust
what
the game
happens
open?
if we try this? Yeah, and this, and like at this point, I just kind of want to get through the game and not really.
I'm not coming.
This is a perfect place.
Yeah.
This is a perfect place for co-op stuff, but it's not going to work. I mean,
Fine.
it's not as in not as in. I take it back.
Let's try it.
That's not what I was. Okay, what I was trying to say was that it's not going to work. It's that I don't want to do it.
But think about the rewards. Think about the 4 gems we'll get. Never mind. I think I fell to my death off screen.
You did, yeah.
Get that key for me.
Okay. Yep. All right, let's try co-op with this thing. I'm curious what happens with this, how this interacts, or not.
With how what interacts? Aren't we doing the thing? Aren't I going the right way? Or
No, I meant what would happen if we were tethered and both did the thing, like one after the other.
yeah, so I'm trying. That's why we were getting over here, right? Oh,
So you first, and then okay. So we don't get a double jump. We just get 2 attacks out of it.
again, no rules. Absolutely lawless. Every other ability, every other costume we had to jump, even ones that aren't like, you know, like a special kind of jump, has let us double jump, but not this one.
Like the stuff with how the co-op stuff interacts It feels like it's by accident. It
is.
always felt like
I'm fully convinced it's by accident. I am fully convinced at this point that co-op was like a last-second add to the game that they didn't fully implement. Because for them to have like envisioned this from the start and for it to turn out this fucking busted, to where it just like actively punishes you in most instances for daring to play co-op, for daring to play this feature that was baked into the game.
Jump. So that's okay. So that's something I remembered now was that double jump, and this plays into your point. Is that double jump thing only works when player 1 is the second person to jump. Player 1 has some sort of like jump priority, where if they're not the first one to initiate the jump, they still have a jump stored, or something like that.
Sure.
Again, it plays to your point and to what I was saying, that, like, it does not feel intentional.
Fuck.
I didn't know this was forward progress. I thought forward progress was going to be, like, over here.
No.
Like, this path?
No, this would require the fruit.
Oh, no,
whatever
we
the
need...
fruits. Oh, wait, that might be
there's...
it. That might
yeah.
be
All right.
the next great power-up in Balan Wonderworld. Let's see what it is. Let's see what variation of the 3 different things that actually exists it is. Okay, so it's just Arrow the Acrobat. Got it. Cool. Thanks.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's Arrow the Acrobat, but in first person. And slower.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's grabbing onto a thing. It's a lock-on. It's a fucking lock-on ability. That is mechanically the same as Arrow the Acrobat.
It's a grapple hook.
The Arrow the Acrobat is effectively a grapple.
It's not this. No, it's not the same.
It's a grapple.
I mean,
the balloon pops and you do it, but it's effectively a grapple.
It's Cass. You're tilted right now. I get it, but it is a different mechanic because
it's not. It's mechanically the same shit. Just because they put a camera on it doesn't mean it's not mechanically the same fucking thing. It's a homing attack.
Because with Arrow the Acrobat, with Arrow Acrobat, the homing attack was like a chain thing. You had to chain together. This does not chain.
So it's a worse version of that. Got it. It's a worse version, but it's effectively a grapple or home.
And it has better range. Not that good range, but it has better range in general.
I'm just saying that they had 3 ideas, and that's it.
Okay. Jesus. I'd rather deal with this. Please. Thank you.
It's just... I bet I can't pick it up either. I bet I can't do it because that's a thing that shifts the camera. And so I bet...
yeah, absolutely. You can't get it. There's no way. You want to try it? You want to see if you can get it? The answer is no.
Yeah, of course. And now I'm stuck down here because only a lizard could get back up, you see? So I would just have to wait on you to get out of distance. So I just feel like
it is inverted camera.
Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It's awesome how I just feel like especially fucking useless at this point because they're going to build like the next 20 puzzles, or the entire rest of this world is going to be puzzles that are built around this mechanic, which means I am effectively useless.
Or it? Yeah, it's okay. Do you want to switch into single player mode after this one?
I'm thinking about it.
I wouldn't mind. It
would make your life easier. It would make it a lot easier.
Potentially, yeah. I think I can get up there. The only thing that would be harder for me, I think, is those Balan bout sections. You seem to be better at that than I am. And I think that has to do with, like, lag, to be honest.
Possibly.
Or input delay. Whoa. 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 There we go.
I lose by doing nothing.
I have to wait, because I know that thing's gonna go down. Look at those eggs dancing, though.
All the joy and whimsy in my heart is
They're gone. Where was the key for this one? Oh.
Where do you think? It was 5 feet away from it.
Yeah. I'm worried because I'm worried that, like, when I jump on that thing, you're going to come right on me.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's gonna
absolutely.
break the thing.
Yeah, it's just going to fuck you over completely, yeah.
So, which is why I'm waiting for you to show up.
I can't, because I can't. You need to get a certain distance away. The only way I teleport is if you get a certain distance away from me.
Dude.
See, you didn't even need me to fuck that up. It's just that bad. It's
Yeah.
just that fucking busted. The physics are just that fucking shitty.
Wait. I know that thing's gonna... Those eggs are really busting the move, though.
I'll follow you just so it doesn't accidentally... Oh, right. Fuck.
We have enough keys, actually. I just kind of wanted to spare one, but I don't need to wait for it. Oh, wait. Well, there it is now. Okay. All right.
Whatever. We're tethered except when we're not tethered. We're tethered except when the game decides that it's going to actually split us apart so I can fall to my death. Here, I'll bait their attacks. Yeah, don't worry, I'm just getting eviscerated down here. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Take one for the team. Thank you.
My controller's rumbling, so I'm sure something's happening. Would it have been that hard for them to do fucking split-screen multiplayer in this? Would it have been that difficult? Would it have been that tricky, impossible, challenging for them to just have it so you're doing split-screen instead of this bullshit mode? Now, granted, I understand that would remove the ability to do those partner effects to break the games in the fun ways that we thought we were originally going to do. Or maybe you could combine. Maybe you could merge and then would put it into single screen mode while you're there's ways I guess they could get around that, but
like Lego games do that kind of thing. Granted, we played a game that did that sort of thing, Pizza Possum, and that system made you.
Oh, that game sucked. Yeah. I mean, the game was fine. The camera was just unusable. The game seemed fine, but the camera made me want to fucking vomit.
Well, we definitely missed the Balan bout, unless it's right up here at the end again.
It's probably right up there at the end again. If it is, I will laugh at how this completely ran out of level design ideas at a certain point.
No.
All right, maybe not. That's fine. You know,
it might be it might
Charkie,
be significantly
I don't give
further
a
back.
fuck.
Yeah. All right. Serious question. Now that we finish this level, you want to back out to the menu and we just select single player and I just keep playing?
Yeah, I think I fucking hate this. I think I actively despise this to the point where it'll sort of be easier. You won't have to deal with me saddling you. I don't want to touch this game.
All right.
Folks, that's how the co-op playthrough ends and becomes a single-player playthrough. That's how you fucking burn a player out completely, is you build a game like this. I've played some dog shit in my time. I've written about some dog shit. I have suffered through things. I've given games a chance that no one else has.
It's okay, little Tims. The angry cowpoke is gone. You're safe now.
I've played what other people have called abject
friends.
Dog shit. Thank you for the raid, Nocturne Duskclaw. I have I go to bat for games like Drake of the 99 Dragons. I see a goodness, a charm in those games where no one else does. But folks, I play this and it just saps the will to fucking live from me. Nocturne Duskclaw asks, how's the game going? Not well.
Yeah, it's not a co-op playthrough anymore.
I think I am just... The thing I can't get over is the idea of a child playing this. And being so fucking disappointed. Being...
Oh.
Remember when the Chows did that? Remember when the Chows could wear the half of an eggshell?
He's got some
heads?
medals, too.
Yeah, like I said, they're a veteran. Purple Heart. Kids deserve to have good games. I know this is a talking point that's been done more recently that people have, like, you know, a point that people have come around to after years of shitting on, like, the Elmo game on N64 or whatever, and just being like, oh, kids don't need to have quality in their games. But, like, this coming out in 2021, right?
I think.
That was the year this came out. Like, for it to come out this late and be this bad, to be this punishing, to be this obtuse in every capacity.
I think from a development team that should have been able to do better, but like I don't know who's to blame on that. We'll probably find out more about that in the postmortem when we get to the end.
Yeah, when we get to the end, I'll still write the history section and all that for this. Fuck you, find the key that's 5 feet away. Oh, they actually make you... Oh, no, never mind. I thought they were doing something for a second there. I almost thought for a second. I almost fooled myself into thinking.
It's over here. There's a trophy. I can't get it with my current setup. Can't jump with this one. So yeah, I'd have to... Well, I mean, there's a way around that. I wonder what this is about.
Here, take this power up. It means you can't jump. By the way, here's something you need to jump to be able to access. Or you can go back here and wait in real time for 5 seconds for the...
Mm-hmm. I'm curious now. What do I have a lot of, or what do I have?
We don't have a lot of anything. We'd have to grind out.
Itching. Get rid of Happy Horn. Oh, wait.
Great!
Just one.
Fuck off.
Literally one.
Just a complete waste of time. Punishing you for, like, going backwards, for taking the time out of your day to engage with it in the way it wants you to engage with it.
I'm gonna have a lot to say when we get to the end. I should probably make a list of, like...
Complaints.
Charkie's list of ways this could have been decent.
Step 1, scrap this idea. That's it. Not even that. Like you know, it's a concept. It's an idea. It's a.
I said earlier, death by 1,000 cuts, right?
Yeah.
There's like so many small problems that build up into this being just.
I know. I'm past the point. It's not
play.
small problems. There are big problems. There are fundamental, monumental issues with the way this game operates and controls. There are. I'm past the point of calling these small problems.
You know what? I'm not going to deny that there aren't.
Like, it was... Like, I think in the first episode, we were not running into the major problems, or they were less apparent, that those levels were, at least to some extent, more streamlined, more simplified, were giving us, like, you know, they were teaching us, they were tutorializing us to a certain extent. But now the game has become fully formed. Now they expect us, like, to understand the mechanics, and now they can, like, toss level design ideas at us and challenge us. Now it is just, like, patently obvious.
I'm actually very curious how my perception of this might change a bit as I do this single player. Because it seems like this is a bad co-op game. Period. The way they implemented co-op. And I'm curious if, like, some of that alleviates itself at all by doing the single player.
Charkie, we haven't even done 2 hours on this game tonight yet.
I know. I meant for the rest of the playthrough. I assume you're not coming back.
I'm definitely taking a break for this episode. I can't take any more of this for now. Like, I am legitimately steamed just by how inaccessible, punishing, just frankly rude this game is.
It wastes your time. Like,
what
almost
are we
every
waiting
step
on?
of the way. Pins to settle. I mean, I might as well just do that again.
GBA Aura X asked, or said that they can't wait for the arc on this game. I would never. I mean, first of all, I would also say, you know, this is just a heads up for folk who only know it's for the streams. We did used to write articles if you go to badgamehalloffame.com in the past week or two, I can't remember when I did, I wrote a update post to mention, to state for the record that I am not writing for the time being. That I've had writer's block for over a year, that pivoting to the streams was a way to put content out initially while I was getting over my writer's block, but is now just the thing that we do. Yeah, I'm not getting back to writing for a while, I don't think. And, you know, games like this that I would want to write, like, 50,000 words on, and in the process, like, getting, like, all the gifts for a game like this, having to, like, replay it, like, single player. Like, I'm just never going to do that. I'm never going to play this game single player, that's for goddamn certain. I will say it like this, that, if you ever want to see, like, Bad Game Hall of Fame covered platforms in incapacity, see my words, they're going to be my words as filtered through Charkie's gameplay at this point. Because I...
Okay. I'm not... There. Okay, in the back of my mind, if we're talking about, like, the site and stuff like that in general, in the back of my mind, I have thought about what if I wanted to try writing, try researching, and all that stuff. But that's just the thought in the back of my mind. I'm not a... I know, Cass, you always say you're not a writer. I'm also not a writer. But it's... I do have something in mind
right?
as well.
There's always, like, something you want, like, you know, there's some things you want us to be able to sit down and write about. And, you know, maybe that compulsion will come back at some point.
Yeah, at least for me...
Please, go ahead.
I was going to say, at least for me, I do have, like, something in my mind that I would actually want to write an article on. But that's... If that ever happens, that's well into the future of me finding the time to work and figure out how to do that work.
And I do want to say this, that, you know, the whole thing, and I alluded to this earlier, that my whole thing is, like, defending bad games. You know, I've always been an advocate for bad games and understanding the circumstances behind them. As GB or X says, I love how you cover bad games, but you showcase the humanity behind them. I'm sorry that I don't have it in me anymore for this, but I am just, like, so annoyed.
For this as in for Balan, right?
As for Balan, no,
Okay. Oh,
and, like, even knowing, okay, so, like, obviously, I am aware of, like, parts of the epilogue. Like, when I do my full research and I'm writing, like, the notes and whatnot and gathering the slides and stuff, that's when I do, like, the real bulk of my research. But I'm, like, aware of, like, what was going on behind the scenes that led to this game being as splintered and fractured as it is. That led to its design being completely, like, you know, going in 50 different directions, and none of them, like, committed to, none of them, like, particularly good directions. I understand this game was made under some amount of duress, that Arzest, in particular, was, like, short-staffed, was not particularly well-directed. What are you doing? Was that deliberate, or...?
That was Parsec.
Ah.
I got disconnected briefly.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know where I am at this point.
Great checkpointing.
I'll say that's not the game's fault.
Yeah. I mean, it's the game's fault that when you get set backwards in the checkpoint, you don't know where you are, because these levels, for their abstract designs, don't really have a sense of, like, clear progression and directionality to them. That it becomes markedly more difficult to figure out where you are in space and time, in the world, coordinates-wise.
Oh, here it was.
Also, how many times have we fought an arena just like this one, with a different tile set on it? Right?
I mean, this one has this weird verticality stuff happening.
Sure, I guess there's that. Yeah, so even knowing, like, that this game was obviously not made under the greatest of circumstances, this game should have been scrapped. This game should have been not released. It is the thing I can't, like, get past. And, you know, that sucks, because, you know, my other big thing is that, you know, any game could potentially be someone's favorite game. Obviously, there are people who are passionate about this game, who are able to look past, like, the flaws of a game like this and see through to the core of it, the heart of it, the intentionality behind it, like, what they were trying to cook versus the scorched mess that ultimately comes out of it at the end. Versus the absolute, like, botching of a recipe. But I think the fact that this was made for kids definitely keeps coming back to my mind. Like, I should also say that, you know, for those who don't know, my day job is working with kids, is working as an accessibility advocate for people who are disabled, who are on, like, you know. So, this game is, if there's a reason why this game in particular that claims to be, like, a simplified, streamlined, for kids, one button that should be hitting those notes. I came into it with some expectation that, like, this might be a game that, like, you know, maybe one of my kids could play. You know, maybe someone that I work with could, like, look at this and be like, oh, you know, I may not have the use of, you know, an arm or whatever, or I maybe struggle with hand-eye coordination to a certain extent because of my condition, and this game would be like, you know, on paper, one of the few things that maybe they could fucking play, and for it to be this wretched, and for it to be this, like, mean at every turn, for it to completely drop the ball is, like, kind of reprehensible. That's fucking reprehensible. The camera there making you jump into that object and then knocking you off the ledge. So yeah, I think if we're really interrogating why I am so mad at this game, there are some reasons for you. Hopefully that explains, gives a little more insight. It goes to show why this game in particular is breaking me in a way that games that are definitely objectively, like, you know, less functional would seem to. I think it's in the intended market. I think it's the way that's advertised. I think it's the way that's marketed. The way it sold itself versus the actual product. The bill of goods versus, you know, I don't know. I wasn't expecting this game to get me this mad. Like, let's say that for, like...
Yeah, me neither.
What are we waiting on? Now. Oh, for it to come all
waiting on that
around.
fuse. Yeah.
What a fucking waste of time. Hi, Charkie.
Hey,
I got all that off my chest now. I feel a lot better now.
All right.
I feel like I was able to articulate my frustrations.
Yeah.
I feel
sometimes
like
you just need
to work.
Sometimes you just need half an hour to, you know, vent it out. I know how I would do this
with co-op,
but I'm not going to do it. No, not even of co-op. Like, it would involve going back to, like, different levels. I think that'd be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. I feel like so much of, like, what frustration is, and I'm gonna get philosophical here for a second, when people, like, get mad, when they throw temper tantrums, which I'm sure some people will accuse me of in this case, but, like, you should get that egg for whatever the fuck it's worth down there.
See if I can... Yeah, I can get that.
That frustration at its core, the temper tantrums at their core are an inability to articulate emotional state, to succinctly convey your thoughts and your feelings on something. And so for me, like, pausing, calming down to get to that point, I absolutely need to, like, just, like, work my way through, like, what has made me mad. And if I could explain that, then I definitely start to feel less mad. So that is the benefit to my rants, is that it gives me time to cool down. It gives me the ability to vent out, like, okay, here's what I fucking hate about this. Here's what I detest about this. And by the end of it, I feel a lot better.
Feel like you now you can play the game single player.
Fuck no. I'd rather saw my hands off. I'd rather bash my head in with a brick than play this solo. GBOR X asking, have you played Rise of Kong? Is that better or worse? I do own Rise of Kong, Skull Island Rise of Kong. Perhaps one day. This was Patreon voted, right? This game?
Yes, it was, and it was up against Rise of Kong.
That's right. That's completely right. And people voted for this. So thank you to our patrons, to our Twitch subscribers, to Patreon pledgers, Discord boosters. And just know that you single-handedly have ruined my nights. Oh, that was Act 2.
Yep. So let's see why the lady with Avian Adoration is.
Can I just say that
depressed.
the structure of this, where they introduce the characters immediately before the boss,
I'm
I know we
fully
said this in the
aware of
first
what I'm
episode,
doing.
but still, just
Can't you
horrible
see?
design decision. It should be the first thing you see when you go to any world. And the fact that it's not is one of the most ridiculous and boneheaded decisions I've ever seen in terms of narrative storytelling in a video game.
You know what? I think that's a legit reason to be upset. If
It's
the entire
storytelling
fucking
101.
forest was-
You have to establish the stakes at the start. You have to establish character motivations at the beginning as opposed to the last second.
I was just saying, I think it's a legit reason for her to be upset that the entire forest that she was in got deforested in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, this seems like a very real problem, a very real frustration she should have. What's the solution that's going to be? Just don't get mad about it. Plant some seeds. Grow your own forest.
Actually, we'll see what her reaction is. Maybe her reaction, will be more, what's the word I want to say? Remember how at the start where I said, like, arson is an option
Yeah.
for certain things?
Burn it down.
Maybe she'll
burn
get,
it down.
yeah, maybe she'll get some names and addresses. I haven't learned how to deal with this.
Yeah, no, they've been tossing like those puddles at us for the
Okay.
whole game. Huh? What
Hey,
happened
you know what?
there?
Whatever works. Whatever works.
I have no idea what happened there, and I suspect you don't either.
Not really. I mean, okay.
You can use this to deflect the
but-
tornadoes. You can use this to deflect
Yep.
the tornado, remember? The tooltip that didn't give you enough time to accurately read.
Yeah.
We're back to this bullshit where this is the hit that actually counts. So remember,
Yeah.
you hit them the first time with the chameleon, so you'll have to hit them if they get downed again with the fire
Right.
one. But you also use the fire to put them in that stun state initially, so does that count? What counts? No rules.
I think the last hit counts.
Lawless.
This might just be an avoid situation here. All right.
I think
Do
you're
I
supposed to
have-
counter. I think you're supposed to use the flame to like know that
have
thing
a-
was gonna bonk you on the head, and then like flame on as it was coming towards you. But, bad signposting, bad telegraphing.
That's the key. All right. I don't have access to anything. So
Well,
I'm just going to have to...
whatever.
Yeah. Listen, as long as we get to the end of the game, like, I don't think we're 100%ing it, right?
Oh no,
Are we
no,
agreed
no.
on this?
No, absolutely, 1000%. We are not
Okay.
100%ing this.
So if we get enough trophies to find the final boss, that's
Good enough. That's good enough for me. Same song, same animation.
I think the same animation as the farmer.
Is it gonna be a different dance at least?
Well, let's see. The farmer dance started some hand claps up in the air. All right, same dance. Oh wait, that might be different. That one little move. Now the rest of this is the same. Different background though than the farmer.
Cool, they swapped out the
That's
different
not-
tiles, and they swapped out the different character models that
that's-
appear.
and that's
but
all it
otherwise it's
takes.
identical. Otherwise this is the same. Cool. Sailoroo. Nocturne Dustclaw says, I'm upset by the size of that lady's hands. It affects me on a visceral level. You need big hands to do big
All right.
claps.
All right, so what's the solution to mass deforestation?
Industry. Where'd she get the funding for this?
Did she just take over the?
The
Wait.
wooden bird. That's not a real bird, lady.
Oh, they were all wooden birds to begin with.
Oh. Well, that's stupid.
I don't know how this helps.
That would have been more impactful if they were just real fucking birds. They had to go out of their way to make it less impactful and making them wooden birds. To say absolutely nothing about like deforestation and like the mass extinction of like species. They'd be like, no, they're wooden, so don't worry about it. Like this will never happen in real life.
I assume it's supposed to play into the whole like dream theaterscape thing, right?
Yeah, but that's the real world though, isn't it? That's supposed to be that shit that happens outside of the dream world, outside of their nightmares, outside of these levels, supposed to be the real world.
But presentation-wise, they're still going for that. Because they did that too with like the kid trying to build the plane. Because he was on stage the whole time while Balan was watching from the audience.
So it's just completely muddled.
Sure. At the very least, I understand what they were going for. Whether or not that's good or not, that's,
Yeah, I understand what they're going for, and I understand how they completely, absolutely bungled it in execution.
GDR says, in the novel, that lady was upset because they drove a species of bird to extinction.
Cool thing that doesn't translate to the game at all, because, it's a story without words, you see? And that makes it better. It makes it novel, makes it interesting, because they chose to do this without dialogue and explanations.
Where's that egg? There it is.
Can we just talk about, like, how fucking stupid and pointless it is that this game is told without words or whatever? How it adds absolutely nothing, and if anything, it detracts from the game experience? I guess it saved them having to, like, localize multiple different voice actor regions or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, it feels like they stripped it out. It feels like they stripped out stuff that already existed, that was already planned from the beginning.
I think it's okay in general to tell a story without words if you want to do that for your game.
Yeah,
that is
you can tell a story without words. That's fine. That's an artistic decision.
But from what I understand of the book, and how it reads like a script, it does just seem like they, had something and then removed it.
So let's say, like, there's this game called The Graveyard that I wrote an article about. BadGameHallOfFame.com. Oh, I accidentally moved my mouse, and I feel like I can still control that way by accident. Sorry. BadGameHallOfFame.com/the-graveyard by a studio called Tale of Tales, who fancy themselves artistes. And they made this game about an old lady who goes to a graveyard. And when they were originally developing the game, they were developing in full color. They had like all these sorts of ambitions and intentions for the game. And at a certain point, they made a decision to make the game in black and white. They made it late into development, and the reason they made it was because they thought it would look cool. They did it because they thought it would look neat, not because the game was designed from the beginning with that in mind, which if they had done it from the beginning, if they had that thought like at the beginning of development and built the game around that idea, then maybe they could have done something with it, right? Something, anything? But when you pivot, like, midway through a game and make a decision midway through, an artistic decision of that sort, where we're gonna strip this, we're gonna strip color out of it, we're gonna strip dialogue out of this, that is not motivated by anything except like some like weird misguided aesthetic choice. And that's exactly what this game did. As has been said, there were originally this dialogue and tutorials and all sorts of prompts in the game that explain what the fuck is going on. The novel that we keep referencing is the screenplay version of the story. Characters speak in that version of the story because they had dialogue initially, and it was a late game decision to take away their agency, to take away those words from them, except in the cutscenes where they do speak, because this game is completely fucking inconsistent, because this decision was made, again, at the literal last possible second. So when it's motivated by that and nothing but like an attempt to stand out, some marketing point, some like bullet point you could say like, oh, it's a game told without dialogue, just like to do it like as some really haphazard, lazy, very blatantly this like desperate attempt to have something to talk about with regards to marketing your game. That's when it's a fucking hack move. That's when I hate it. That is when it is completely devoid of intent or merit. But no, of course, if a game was built from the very beginning to be without dialogue, that'd be something else completely. That'd be fine. That's not what this game is, though. That is 1000%. I can guarantee I will stake my fucking life. I will play Russian roulette to the effect of this game did not begin its development with the intention to tell a story without words. That they decided that just randomly, sporadically, 90% of the way through or some shit like that. We finally have the gear, Charky.
Yeah. Now we can go back to the first level. And if we go to the second level, we can get the I missed the tooltip. I was busy yapping. I assume it's this. Oh no, wait. Oh, I have to hold the
naturally
pad. Okay. At least has a jump.
Does the gear spin count as an attack, or no? Just the jump does.
No, the gear only functions if I hook up to a gear. It seems.
It's a contextual action.
Yes, and then I hold the left analog stick. Let me explore a little bit.
Cool.
Whoa! Did you use the mouse, or did that just
No, I didn't touch anything. I'm letting you cook, friend.
Ah, okay, this makes sense.
Again, this is like an aesthetically interesting zone in service of nothing.
Yes.
Johnny Baghead says, this is a game I'm surprised never got a major post-launch patch that did stuff like every costume can jump, second input for costume was added, costumes to take more than one hit. No, because as soon as they released this game, like, Yuji Naka was already gone from the studio, if the timelines to be believed, so his input was gone. Everyone wanted to wash their hands of it the second it released, basically. Everyone wanted to wash their hands of it the second the demo came out, and got, like, very viscerally negative reactions. They knew they were releasing a stinker into the world, and they did not want to put the time into, like, remedying anything or doing any, like, last-second changes that might have improved its reception. That is the impression that I get. That this was a game made out of obligation at a certain point, that was finished out of obligation, versus any real want or motivation to tell some sort of story. That's how it began, I'm sure. I'm sure this game was started with the best of intentions, as most games are. But this was absolutely, like, past a certain point, this was a torture project rather than a passion project. These seesaws are obnoxious, and they've really been, like, leaning on them heavy the past few levels.
Huh?
Now, if we were playing co-op...
Yeah. Maybe there's another
pick up
power
a Tim, pick up a Tim. Put a Tim on the thing.
Come down. Come down here.
Okay. We'll let you pick it up.
No.
I really thought I was onto something there.
Actually, well, maybe the Tim will just come here. Hey, Tim. Stand on this.
Oh.
Oh,
other way around. Hey, it worked.
Sure. Yeah. Good instinct.
How Do I Even Exist says, I just watched the Air Control stream the other night, and it seems like night and day compared to this. Yeah, it is a much better game than this. Thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah.
That I would rather play Air Control than this. That's... Air Control is at least more intentional in its design. It is close to what the original author envisioned for it, and it has more artistic merit. I mean, Charky, what would you rather play?
What would I rather play?
Yeah, Air Control or this.
Oh, I have nostalgia for Air Control is the thing. I have a personal connection to that game. Oh,
you see there's a statue up there?
Yeah. Music.
That was a smooth transition between songs.
Just trying to see if was it tied to the clock or something.
K4 Boom asks, what's with the music? Yeah, that's the eternal question of this game, is what triggers the music to change? What are the cues?
Oh.
Yeah, you know what to do here. Now, it literally is like that granular. It doesn't snap to it like a grid or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen, was that it was just going to snap, but I guess not. I'm worried that I put this in a bad position, but nah, we're fine.
Charky?
Ooh, there's only one of you today, is it?
I want you to whiff this.
Just don't press any buttons?
Don't press any buttons.
All right. I got a good feeling about today. I'm gonna get you. Here I come. Ah, shit. Well, brushed it off. What up your dukes, big boy? Okay. It's a little rough.
And we're back.
You know what they say, third time's the charm. I saw this in an anime once. Watch this.
Just kicks you back. It's just abruptly. Yeah. It's just. I thought they would at least go to the results screen and be like, "Sorry, nope. you whiffed this one. Finish the entire world, then come back and try again." What a steaming pile of dog shit.
I've only had one suit for this whole stage so far.
What more do you need? Oh, they're not going to give you enough time. You're going to start sliding halfway through, yeah. If you had a character who could hover in the air for, like, the second that happens for.
Yeah. Unless I backwards long jump or something.
Oh, there's a second Balan
Is that another hat?
Why would they do that? Why would they make you do it twice in the same stage?
Because you fucked up the first time.
ProSugar92 saying that Balan will meet Silk Hogan in heaven. Even GBA Oryx never knew that the game did that if you failed the Balan bout. So you learn something new every day.
Pyrojack. Press A.
Oh, by the way, it's the same mechanic as that other one, that lizard one. Just the same shit.
It's... No, this is not the lizard. Like, this isn't the lizard at all.
No, this is the praying mantis, I mean to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right about that.
1, 2, and then the third attack has, like, a little bit more range to it.
Yeah, this one does technically do something different. Which is, it'll pull in objects if you punch them.
Okay, so the other one is just a worse version of this objectively.
Yeah.
It's funny how many of these are... I know the joke that I've been making, and the point I've been making is that there's really only 3 abilities in the game that are recycled across 80 costumes! 80 of them! And it's more like there's like 4 or 5 different like functions. Let's list them. Let's count the ways. Music 1. We have 2 versions of that so far. I'm sure there'll be a 3rd, and a 4th, and maybe a 5th. There's
hover.
There's hover.
Extra jumps.
2. There's extra jumps. There's this fist thing. And then there's attacking without being able to jump.
But there's also, like, the grapple that we saw with
that is its own unique one, yes. Grapple and/or homing attack.
There's also, like, if you want to get down to it, there's also purely useless, like the one that just lights up whenever, or the box, whatever that one was.
Situationally useful, single-use things, I would call those. Which I guess they should be like their own thing. I guess like, you want a bunch of those. In a perfect game, you'd have a bunch of those that are all completely unique, that are all like wild, and you may have like very niche use cases, but at the very least, like have a use case, as opposed to being completely invalidated by later power-ups that you pick up. Which is the case with so goddamn many of these. Which is, again,
I would need to know
the issue you run into when you decide to put 80 different power-ups into a game. When you're literally doing it just to have some completely arbitrary... Pick up that egg. Thank you. When you're just doing it for the sake of, like, having a marketing point. and you're not actually motivated by any real want to have unique characters. When it's just a stunt. You get what I mean? Am I coming across in that? Okay.
Yes. Did the wrong thing. There we go. Okay.
Slime Generator says, you think Yuji Naka saw Tattoo Assassins was like, wait, hold on. These boys here are cooking. I'm gonna wait 20 years.
So I need to double jump, or I would need to come here with, like...
The pig?
The ground pound pig from level 1, pound this thing, go back that way, and get that. Which, the part of that that's egregious to me is back to level 1 part.
Yeah. But hey, that's the way they expected people to engage with this game, was to be willing to put that backtracking in. How do I even exist to ask? Cass, when are you all gonna do a Tattoo Assassin stream? We'll do that on a fight night.
Yeah.
I know we did survival arts on a fight night already, and that feels, to me, that game is just, like, very, like... It's almost the same as Tattoo Assassins in my mind, even though I know they're two completely different games. I'm sure people could tell me, like, the millions of ways they're different, but it's that era of digitized fighters going after the Mortal Kombat throne and not recognizing what made that game special. Which is to say, nothing really. The first Mortal Kombat sucks, but... it literally was just the gimmick. But then all the other games realized that they didn't need a gimmick either. Or that all they needed was gimmick, and that they didn't need to, like, advance on it mechanically, iterate on it mechanically. How do I even exist? This is Rekai Doshi, Tattoo Assassins, Pit Fighter, what else? No, GBORX also follows up with, did they stream Pit Fighter? That's the first game with digitized actors. Yeah, there's a whole Pit Fighter stream I did a while back that covers every version of Pit Fighter as a full playthrough of the game. I also wrote an article. It's the second article I ever wrote for the site was Pit Fighter. But no, Rekai Doshi, Chinese Exorcist, was the first game with digitized sprites. At least the first fighting game. I think the Journey 1983 arcade game was the first one to have digitized sprites where they took photos of the band members' heads and superimposed them on, like, sprite art. So if you want to go, like, as far back as possible, that would be your first digitized fighters one. This is shit I know, by the way. This is the shit that I'm, like, actually good at, is recalling weird trivia about old and obscure and bad games. But anyway, Rekai Doshi was the first digitized fighter. It was based on claymation sculpts, or, like, puppets or something to that effect, as opposed to real actors. So you could say Pit Fighter was the first one to be based, to digitize real actors for the purpose of a fighting game / beat 'em up. Rekai Doshi doesn't have multiplayer. Weirdly enough, it's one of those alternating two-player games where hatch all those eggs. You gotta hatch all 3 of those eggs. One of them is glowing. That's a special egg. There's gonna be something special inside of it, surely, and not just...
I mean, it's gonna be a Tim, so...
Yeah, it's not that special at all. So, yeah, and as far as, like, games that are, like, on the same wavelength, like, when you started... I'm sorry, I need to use the mouse for a second. Those are probably... I just want to scroll up. The games you listed were Rekai Doshi, Tattoo Assassins, Pit Fighter, what else? I mean, I wouldn't say all those games are in the same wavelength. You have control again.
Okay.
Like, if you're talking, like, Mortal Kombat ripoff games, like, you know, I don't know how many of those count. I mean, especially considering they all, like, predate Mortal Kombat. If you're looking at, like, Mortal Kombat ripoff type things, I know there's some people who take offense to the Mortal Kombat ripoffs. Just because it has digitized sprites and fatality doesn't mean it's a Mortal Kombat ripoff. I would disagree. And there's also stuff like Time Killers, which is just, like, ultra gory. I would argue that any game that goes for ultra gore that does, like, the digitized fighter, real martial arts aesthetic, is in some way attempting to capitalize on the success of Mortal Kombat. Like Jackie Chan Fist of Fire, right? It's unique to an extent, to be sure, but, you know, it's also a game where if you play as anyone other than Jackie Chan, you have fatalities, you have weird, like, ultra gory kill moves. It plays... I'm sure you could, like, highlight the ways that it plays differently mechanically, but superficially, on a surface level, to the consumer, it is clear what they are doing. Is my philosophy on that sort of thing. Grab that key.
They didn't need the keys. They really...
No,
really
the keys are just completely pointless. A completely pointless ad. Atari Jaguar and 3DO have some interesting MK flavored games as Pro Circuit 92. I mean, Jaguar has Kasumi Ninja. 3DO has Way of the Warrior. And I think those are the only ones. Is Shadow War of Succession on 3DO?
3DO, I think.
Yeah, so that's 2 on that one.
I feel like I should have seen a power-up by now, but oh well.
Yeah, GBA Aura. You spelled Kasumi Ninja right. I think that's the only digitized fighter on Jaguar, though. Poke asking me the Shadow War Succession. We have, I will say, we have a segment called Fight Nights. And for most of these fighting games, that's going to be the segment you'd see these sort of games pop up on, which wouldn't be exhaustive histories of them. It'd just be us, like, you know, going through all the characters on the roster as we play against each other and keep score. It's a fun little gimmick, and it's the way that I'm not a fighting game expert by any stretch of the imagination. Charkie is definitely better than I am at fighting games, which I appreciate that they can play platformers, fighting games, beat 'em up, character action games. They can make up for my deficiencies. Charkie's the key to all this. They're a more talented player than we've had before on the stream. It's just my ass.
No idea where I'm supposed to go right now.
Oh yeah, no, this is bad design. This is unclear, unstraightforward design. I don't know. It'd be hard to do an entire stream around something like a Kasumi Ninja, right? Like, you know, a playthrough of the campaign, as it were, of the arcade mode would be like 30 minutes to an hour. Like, and that's like really stretching it. And then just do a bunch of multiplayer matches after that. And I don't know if that justifies a stream. It'd be the sort of thing I would have written an article about back in the day, but I don't know. I'm thinking of ways to explore shorter games like that. Like, when we did the Pit Fighter thing, I played every version of that game because there were multiple conversions of it, ports of it I could play, and that extended the playtime on it. Like the Bad Street Brawler stream where we played all the games that led up to it. So I would need some sort of hook like that. There is a specific structure to these shows. You know, I do put a lot of thought into like how we present games, and you know what games are worthy of presenting, and or how you take a game that is not intuitive to the stream format and make it presentable.
We spent some time yesterday talking about how long we were going to play this today before Cass started yelling a lot.
Yeah, no, it's structured. It said like on the sheet, it said at 1 hour, Cass gets throws a tizzy, throws a fit, and stops playing the game cooperatively. Sakaba Kingdom saying, what about a variety stream with a compilation of shorter games that fit a similar theme genre? And those are our theme nights. I would just say those are theme nights. And we could just curate a theme night around, like, digitized fighters or something like that for, you know, going through Kasumi Ninja. But then we'd have to, like, would we play through the entirety of those games? Would we play through, like, the entirety of the arcade modes? Or would we just get sick of them at some point? I don't know.
I could... There's, like, one fighter with... I think, if I remember correctly, it's digitized sprites. That I would actually think we should do, like, a...
Twin Goddesses.
Story mode, go through with it. Not even Tree Goddesses, although that's not a bad, what is going on over there?
Oh, jump over there and find out.
No way I survived any of that. No, I'm not gonna say the name of it because I can't remember the name of it. But it's like, it's such a fucking weird game. It's like a Journey to the West type thing.
Oh, yeah, it's the, it's Journey to the West. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it offhand, but I know exactly what game you're talking about. Yeah, that's on, I have that on a list somewhere. Frank Gothic says, Chrono Bunny, gee, how creative. That reminds you of something else, doesn't it? Yeah, Boo Bunny Plague. Check out our stream on YouTube. Check out our archive.
I mean, if you're gonna call your game Wonderworld, you might as well include a reference to Alice in Wonderworld. I want to go up here? What's this? Wait, is this... Oh. Did I disconnect? You got really quiet.
No, I have nothing to say. I'm just...
Okay. I feel like I'm missing stuff.
GB Aura X says, okay, so back there with the girl that was like in the dressing room or like wardrobe room, the one that's a little out of the way. If you get to the platform, she'll look surprised and vanish. Not in the same way as the other characters where they just turn invisible when you get close to them. So I guess that's supposed to be like a behind the scenes. It's supposed to be like, you know.
Peeking behind the curtain of the world a little bit. Except prevents enemies from freezing me in time. I have not yet run to an enemy that can freeze me in time. I'm sure
it's probably
they
the boss.
exist.
It's probably the boss. They're probably explicitly mentioning the boss in the same way they mentioned the tornadoes for that one ability, and there were no enemies that tossed tornadoes at you. Only the boss.
There were. The first enemy we fought after that, like, actually did throw little tiny tornadoes, but they were still tornadoes.
If you say so. I'm at the point now, and can I say it's wonderful that I can just, like, it's just washing over me at this point. I'm, like, so tuned out. Is that new?
I think that's new. What do I want to get rid of?
Get rid of the gear. Who needs the fucking gear?
Yeah.
They'll give you the gear again if you need the gear.
Aircat.
This would be one to stock up on.
Oh, this is only the first trophy you've gotten this whole level so far.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this does take a little bit of practice because you have to do it not at the peak of your jump for something like that, but you have to do it like at like the midway point. Yeah.
No, it's finding the right part because all you do is you hold it.
Ah, okay.
As you know, although I can let go and then stop, and then hold
change the elevation.
So that is also an option. Just holding it will like force it to be the peak of your jump.
Stockpile Kingdom said, I remember Boo Bunny Plague because James Stephanie Sterling made a video about it when it was new, and the game's humor was so obnoxious I couldn't watch the video past the 1 minute mark. Well, boy howdy, do we have a stream for you. See if you can suffer us playing through the entirety of it in one of Charkie's early streams on the channel. So not only do you have to suffer through the game's obnoxious humor, you also have to suffer through less than ideal audio quality, microphone quality, but by God, that game, that playthrough, it's still a good one.
The Boo Bunny Plague has a place in my heart.
No, absolutely. You know, it's just our complaints about religious overtones, though. Like, how much we complain about that stuff. It's definitely off-putting. Fucking
That was a weird comment we got on YouTube. Like, I don't remember complaining about the religious overtones.
We didn't. Yeah, we got... Sorry, this is where I get messy. Some fucking idiot comments... commented on that video today, which is why it's fresh on the mind, why it's fresh in the memory, to say, like, you know, imagine complaining about religious overtones in a game that's not taken seriously. And, like, as far as I can recall, and I'm pretty goddamn certain we didn't complain, we made fun of the religious overtones in that game, the fact that it's all allegory. We thought it was weird and funny. It is, like, absolutely the most interesting thing about that game, and I guess some people just read that as complaining.
Like, we thought that Ganesh being represented as a taxi driver was kind of a yikes moment.
Yeah.
If you want to count that as the complaining bit. I might need to... Oh, hey, egg. Thank you.
An egg in this trying time. Are you thinking about, like, going back to get statues and stuff?
Not during the stream, but if you let me call your computer. At some point. We'll see. If we end up needing to come back to get statues anywhere, we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, I only found the one statue this whole level.
GB Aura X has a few messages here. It's really good, the cat costume, but there's others that do the same better. There's some air-different costumes that let you walk on the air, and some of the later ones can create steps that give you more air time. It's really good. This cat costume is an early taste of that. The later ones outclass this one. Basically, it's good if you want to get the statues in the late game, but the Balan costume trumps them all.
Found a cat. Cat doesn't seem to be happy about this. Oh no. No, wait. Cat's okay?
The cat's
still?
fine. Hey, idiot, turn around. The cat's right there.
Oh, she fell through a trapdoor. That's what made her sad. She fell through a trapdoor.
Slime Generator says, how can you call yourself a gamer when you completely miss the anti-circumcision overtones in Balan Wonderworld? So what do you bet? How much are you willing to put down on the resolution of the story being that the cat did not get hit by the car at all, and that this girl was just worried for nothing?
Cat did not get hit by the car, yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Oh, wait, this one can't jump. Iframes from transforming.
I'm Headful saying, Balan voice, hey kid, get over it! Super Electric Violence calls this Balan Underworld.
Oh, I need to change to something else. Okay. Whoa. Whoop.
Time resistance.
Change the button.
Yep.
All right. And
Time.
And that's all three.
Time's up. Oh, I hit it up in the middle of that. That didn't help. You see, I said time's up.
Yeah.
And it was very funny.
Discord did that thing where I laughed too loud and like it didn't pick up my voice.
Oh, yes.
And it cut it out. Are they gonna do the farmer dance again? No.
No, we're gonna do
Different
the other
start.
dance.
That fish was this big. You're asking me in the first episode where my whimsy is. So where's your whimsy at
Gone,
right now?
dead, killed, murdered.
Yeah, see?
Live
See?
on camera. Video. We have video proof of the moment where it all went away.
The live leak video. Cass's whimsy gets
Dies, murdered. Gale Pond says, you know, for a game that oversimplified the gameplay and removed most of the dialogue to make it more accessible, this game sure is still too demanding for its target audience. Yeah, you don't say!
killed. So to cure her
Validation.
depression, she goes back in time.
Nocturne Dustclaw says, these bosses are like the bosses from Nights Without the Charm or anything else for that matter. Nights in the Dream. That is. I'm glad the cat didn't get hit by a car. I can say that much.
I mean, that is good. I'll get him next time.
I hate how creepy Balan looked there. This guy really is a villain.
I told you.
Was that World 6?
That was World 6.
There's 12 of them?
I don't know. I really should look this up at some point, but
Hatch that
there's
egg.
yellow. Is another egg?
Isn't oh,
No,
well,
that
you
one's
did
already
hatch it.
hatched.
Oh, yeah. Time to feed my babies.
Come on. It seems like all they ever want to eat is yellow. I mean, they will eat the yellow ones, but
Well, they give us
anytime
a
they say they want
billion
food,
yellow,
it just
too.
says yellow.
Yellow is by far the most
Yeah.
readily available one.
They still want to eat bunnies.
We have no bunnies to feed them.
Do you think they specifically want that, or considering the fact that everyone says that, do you think that's just like general for I want a Tim?
I think they specifically want those little ones that you grow at. That one there. You see it jumped in front of... Yeah, that guy right there. So, this guy had better gorge himself on these fucking red gems. Try picking him up.
Him?
Oh wait, no, he's not a. He's not. The
Yeah, he's not a
little bird
bunny.
one.
That's why I was confused.
Fuck.
How's this going?
Let's see here. Gale Pond says, Yuji
Purple
Naka did
heart.
cite The Greatest Showman as some of the inspirations behind the game. That means Balan is a P.T. Barnum analog. I read a thing that said that he cited the hero's journey as the main inspiration on the story, which is, you know, just like, wow, way to really like go out of your comfort zone. One of the most like complex literary pieces, really pulling from these obscure tomes, like the hero's journey. You fucking hack, Yuji Naka. Yeah, I watched this obscure little movie called Star Wars, and I thought, what if I were to translate this story into?
I mean, that's a lot of, like, Japanese media in the early 80s. I'm looking at the time. Do we want to start level 7, or do we want to call it here for now?
I say we call it here for now.
Alrighty.
I'm on team call it.
Sure.
You have to exit out of the game for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember, I gave you the control. I gave you the Iggy. Get me out of here! Folks,
We watched a dream die tonight.
That was episode 2 of Balan Wonderworld. It was eventful, to say the least. Maybe I'll come back and we'll do more co-op. I really needed to stop today, though, for a while. That one, it grinded on me. That one, it pushed me over a line, to be sure. And I'm sorry for that. But that'll happen with these games sometimes. That is something will get under my skin about these games in just a way that I need to take the time to articulate. And I thank you. I thank those of you who stick around, who suffer through that, who put up with my yelling and my shouting. I thank you, Charkie, for putting up and having the good sense to be
Fully
like,
aware of what I'm doing.
hey, you want to take a break from this? you wanna split here for a bit? You want me to take over? And the answer is yes, and I'm deeply appreciative of the ability to do that.
Not a problem.
Got a good drink up at the last second there. Against all odds, this will continue. We are going to finish this. We finish what we start here. We finish our plates here in the Bad Game Hall of Fame, but not Thursday. The reason we move this up, this is usually supposed to be a Thursday stream. Our Patreon voted games are usually Thursday streams, but it did not occur to us that the 4th of July lands on a Thursday for this week, so we decided to move this one up. We will be off on Thursday. We'll return on Saturday, and we'll get back on track next week with Tuesday being the start of a new long play, or maybe a one-off, something along those lines. Thursday will be Balan Wonderworld. Saturday will be something like a theme night, variety night, etc. You know the format. We always move away from the format. We always break format, but that's the idea. That's the concept of the format. And I did mention this was a Patreon-voted game. If you would like to help determine the games we play, for better or for worse, please to consider subscribing here on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, boosting us on Discord. Please send with a link to the Discord server. Thank you. And you will be invited to the Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote on what games we play, where you can make your voice heard, help determine the direction of the show. And we are still currently asking around, contemplating what that Tuesday long play will be. So you're getting 2 consecutive potential Patreon chosen, supporter chosen playthroughs at the same time. Remains to be seen, but that is an option on the table at the moment. But for tonight, I'm still sort of, honestly, like, I feel like I got the wind knocked out of me with this one. Let's see who is streaming at this hour. Let's see who else is up playing their games. Sardus is doing a stream called Doris Gaming. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Doris is in this case.
Doris Devil Dumper.
No, this is the lady from what's that game, that Western shoot 'em up game behind the back? Is it that, I think? Wild Guns? Not Wild Arms, but like the
Yeah, Wild Guns, maybe. I can't see it, but
yeah, well, it looks like they're playing that right now, and that's a cool game. And there's I guess a lady named Doris in that game. So anyway, if you like Stardews, please to show him some love. Please let him know we sent you, and we'll get that underway. We'll get that started in just a little bit. Again, for the Bad Game Hall of Fame, thank you for tuning in. I've been Cass.
And I'm Charkie.
Again, sorry for this one being a little more mired in negativity than the other ones, but that's the risk you run. That's the occupational hazard.
We'll have a boss fight at the end of this and work out your issues.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the ending where I just finally come to terms with all my issues, my emotional problems, and
then we all dance.
And then we'll do a dance
and we go da de beat si fo ba ba da.
I feel better already after that. Actually, it's already started on me. So, on that note, bye.
Good night, everybody.